gathered throng, we are here with great pleasure. Somehow, we were able to secure a sponsored stream for Kill Team, specifically Into the Dark.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Which, I mean, I could not be more excited. Now, for some evidence of how excited I might be, Josh, if you could please show them what I've manufactured here with, I mean, I think this is a real place.
Yeah.
I think that people live and work inside this somehow.
Your terrain came out.
No, this terrain was great. Eric and our good friend Lane put together the rest of our diorama, and they put LEDs in. I said, how about LEDs like as a joke?
Yeah.
But then they put LEDs in like IRL. But I could not be more pleased to have an opportunity to show off how the new system does things. I think that it's very much, I mean, sort of like the new Warcry, that, you know, it goes through, we're bringing a lot of the other models and things like that forward, but now there's countering and different types of action economy. To my mind, the Into the Dark offering for Kill Team makes me want to play Kill Team. And maybe that sounds bad, but for me, I'm happy playing a full game of Sigmar or full game of 40K up on here. I'm happy with a combat patrol. Between Kill Team, like between the other outdoor sort of like fun park Kill Team and a combat patrol, I like to play a combat patrol.
Right.
But let's start over. This is Kiko. He's our director of design. He also painted the miniatures. He's been one of my best friends forever. This is Eric, also my friend, but he also works here as well doing business stuff. But the main important part is that Eric and I have played more Kill Team Arena in the old system, what's sometimes called Kill Team 2018. I have never. That's the war game I've played the most.
Right.
And I loved Arena because it took all the war game stuff, and then you laid a board out that basically had the terrain built into it, but it was nasty and tight in and close and fast.
Yeah.
And I loved those things about it. And so when Kill Team got the update, it's a very different game. And so I was very salty for a long time. But clearly they heard my cries in the night because this is everything that I loved about 100%. Arena.
But better.
But better.
Everything is better.
Exactly. In Arena, you lay that board out, you really only have a few layouts, right? This is what we saw.
Yeah.
And there's a few scenarios, and obviously they can build on that. But what if terrain but Legos with an unlimited amount of configuration? And then what if they commit to a year of Into the Dark expansions where you're constantly building a kit over the entire year, a single storyline that travels through the guts of this Space Hulk monstrosity that we can all, you know, enjoy.
And also, we'll get into this in a bit, but for me, the slight adjustment to the rules are really the icing on the cake. It makes it so much more fun to, like, everything about the rules update is just chef's kiss.
It's all the stuff that you like in the space movie where if something explodes and then it like travels through the corridor, all that stuff in the concentrated environment, all that stuff is actually modeled in the rules. Any weapon that explodes or shoots out of a torrent of flame or some kind of a beam, all that stuff inherits lethal, which means they get crits twice as often. Just for free.
Sounds very cinematic.
Yes, exactly right. And you will see, Keek, you will see that cinematic is more or less the name of the game. So today we're basically just going to be going over the rules. Eric and I have played a few games. We're going to be showing this stuff off to Kiko, who I hope we can tantalize fully with some of the ways that it does things, because they are unique to it. The old kill team was very, very much derived, I think, from like 8th edition rules, and they didn't necessarily map down at the individual model level. This is a completely unique custom game that's about individual models, and we're going to have a chance to see what they do. Now, is it back here? No, it's the other side. This is my favorite part. Are you ready? Oh, what's this?
That? Oh. Hey, friends. Welcome to the club.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Listen.
That's way better than the old Kill Team Arena where there was just
a door.
It's just a door.
Good.
And then if someone opens it, you just throw it away.
Yeah. No, you set it aside, remember?
Oh, yeah, exactly. But no, and also if it has bulkheads and doors, then you can go in and paint a little gold label on here. And you can come in here with the Rune Fang silver. It's very shiny. That's because it's constantly being handled. It's constantly being handled by people who are about to die. But no, this is, since the launch of the Warcry terrain, this has been my favorite painting project of all time.
It's also been your only painting project of all time. So.
Well, that's not true. That's not. Listen, my orcs are looking good. Do they need several coats of paint? Yes. Are some parts of them still wraithbone? Yeah. I mean, that did happen.
No, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Oh, every part about this looks amazing.
It's such a treat. Now, so who is going to be getting in here and getting into the mix? Well, let's go through a few of these. Now, do you have this dialed in?
Oh, look at that.
All right, now, oh my God,
it looks so good. Kiko, come on.
It looks so cool.
Are you kidding me?
All right, now, so the Croot, generally speaking, are sort of like Tau shock troops in the big game. But the Croot have a distinct martial culture that is largely about eating opponents, and the best outcome for them is that they go home after eating a bunch of people and then they eat them at home. Because the idea is to get as much of these great capacities in, and then they're shared right among the group. So this is the Stalker Kin Band.
Tell me about them. What do they do? I've seen them in action.
Oh, it's going to happen. But I'm saying that they get sent into things like the Gallodark. These are essentially mercenary, like full-on mercenary crew. They take their own contracts. It isn't a situation where they're constantly, like someone in a robotic suit is telling them what to do. This specific model is called Accrued Tracker. And you can see that there is a cool bird. And if I had a comment to make about the bird person, yes, Mogan's exactly right. Carnivorous birds with hands, because they got that beak. Yeah. Oh. Look at that beak.
Looks so good.
But the main thing is that it has this creature perched there on its Croot rifle called a Petra. And I can place a token anywhere within 6 inches of me when I move, and I can emit certain cool features from it. Essentially, I can make it so that I can strip enemy models of light cover within 6 inches of that. And that Petra target, it's not something that enemies can kill. It's a very wily bird. But in addition, if I don't want to use that ability within 6 inches, the same range, I can give models more action points.
What a delight!
Right? Exactly.
That action point economy is crucial.
No, it's a really, really big deal, because outside of very specific rules or abilities, you can't double up on actions.
Right, but if you want to open a door, activate one of the objectives.
All those things cost.
Movement dash activate. That's huge.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. If I can go from here all the way over here and do
score
something.
A point in the first turn. Yeah.
Very demoralizing.
Yeah.
But the only downside to this that I can see is that the birdie should have its own model. Because the Petra token, we have to be able to.
It's like a token. Yeah, I get it.
Here, I want it to be perched.
Yeah, just up on like one of the rafters.
Right.
Anyway, so that is what that is. Now take a look at this. I love this model. This is what's called a Croot Killbroker. That's their leader.
Come on, Kiko, they keep getting better. Are you serious?
That's their leader unit. And the best part about it, I mean, there's so many parts, and I love that you built it with. I mean, there was no choice but to build it with the pulse carbine, right?
No, it had to be the pulse rifle.
It has to be the pulse rifle. So take a look at this. In addition to it being like the pulse rifle, it also has like some kind of a fetish tied to it, some kind of kill trophy tied around the top.
There are a lot of details with these models. I can tell.
Oh
you.
no, and you suffered. You suffered greatly. But those kill tokens and trophies, they're all throughout the models.
I never noticed his pouch had the skull with the bone in it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the skull is the pouch.
Yeah.
But this is the best. Yeah, it's just a little pouch. It's a fanny pack, but it's made from a human skull.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rotate it. Oh, for skull?
Yeah. Oh, to see the whole thing. Look at how great that is.
I painted the whole model, Jerry.
Yeah. Not just
You
the
painted
front.
you painted the whole model, but you'll only need the edge. No. We need one of those.
Yeah, like a jewelry case thing that rotates.
Exactly. But you can see that wicked blade ready to work. Now,
Handle.
yes, exactly.
Oh, it has a book. Come on.
They do. Now, Killbrokers are very, very cool in this game. Because basically they run the show, but there's a phase called the strategic phase where we sort of take turns using strategic ploys, and those are sort of things that like they're round long or turning point in this game. They're turning point long abilities that really sort of define like the culture and feel and texture of that faction, right? But he has an ability that he uses during that phase that isn't a strategic ploy. He gets it for free. It's called Call the Kill. And so if someone is visible to him, he just says that one. And then anyone who attacks that person gets to re-roll.
Immediate rolls.
Well, they get to re-roll a dice. Well, I mean, it gets worse because, I mean, you know as well as I do.
I know.
Vengeance for the Kin Band. Let's say that someone does die. I have an ability called a tactical ploy. Right? Those tend to be used inside the round itself, where if someone has killed one of my models, we re-roll all dice against that model until it dies. You can't change the target, but that's what you can do.
Amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah, so great ability.
Killbroker running the deal. This is the Pistolier.
Oh, there he is.
Yes.
This guy.
Yeah. So essentially, he's like a melee. It's like a gun kata. It's like a gun kata John Wick type thing.
Absolutely.
It's melee but with pistols.
And horrifying.
Exactly. So he gets up very, very close, and he has the ability to take fully 2 rounds of shots for a single cost.
Yeah.
I
don't like it.
It's not good.
I mean, it's excellent.
Yes.
When you have him.
Yes.
On your team.
But not for you.
No.
Now, that is the Croot Cold Blood. Cold Bloods are interesting. In a lot of ways, they're like regular Croot warriors.
Look at that.
Right? Except he's like one. Oh, God, what a great pose.
Yeah.
He's basically, he has one. Oh, here, this is the badass.
Oh, come on, Kiko, the freaking cape. Are you kidding me?
There we go. But basically.
Oh, yeah, that's like the.
Yeah, exactly. He's not looking at the explosion.
Yeah.
But basically, what he pulls off is he has like 1 extra hit point. And as we have found, like sort of 7 is the magic number.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
But he has 9 hit points, which means he's probably going to get to respond to whatever you're doing. Right? In addition, he has special abilities that allow him to take equipment without you spending points. So that's kind of a neat ability as well, because when you're preparing for a mission, you only get 10 points total.
Yeah.
Right? So if he's saving you points on that, that's 100%. A big deal. All right. This is the Heavy Gunner. And he's completely ready to go. He is completely ready to go. So I'm so pleased because we have been using our own gray plastic models that are not beautiful and are not painted by Kiko, but I built it with the other weapon, which is more of a long-range thing. This is awful. Like this is called a Dvorgite Skinner, and it sucks. Well, it sucks for enemies because
it's great for you.
It's very very.
Again, this is the third time I've had to say this.
Yeah, exactly.
Great for you.
This right here, that is a range 6, or what they call a pentagon or red measure, right? Anything within this is probably going to be liquefied. It has very, very novel keywords. One, again, the range is a big deal, but what's great about Into the Dark is that everybody's always in your face.
Oh, you're always in range.
Right?
It's great.
So, but it has a novel rule, at least for this.
Yeah, it's called insta-kill.
This faction.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, more or less. So, in regular 40K, AP sort of changes your saves. It changes like how you save. It modifies your save number, right?
What does it have?
It makes it worse.
Yeah.
In this, AP means I steal one of the dice you would have used to save.
Yeah. It's just gone.
Yeah.
Just taken right out of your
Generally
hand.
speaking, you've got 3 dice to defend yourself.
Yeah, you're a bad person, and you take
in this game. When this beam hits you, you roll 1 dice, and every time it hits you, you're taking between 2 and 3 damage, but it rolls 6 dice. So if it rolls 6 dice and you are rolling 1 dice to save, that means you are eating a laser beam for dinner. Anyway, it's so nasty. It's so nasty. Yuck. All right, now.
These little... yeah.
Oh, here. Let's get the good pose.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Ka-chow. Look at those.
So these chompy gents are Croot Hounds. And in this game, they have a couple really, really neat abilities. So as long as you keep them within a square, which is basically like 3 inches, as long as they're by you, if someone charges one of your units, they can come in and be the target.
This. Oh, I was it's so infuriating when it happens. It's really cool to see, and then you get really, really mad.
Exactly right. So I mean, imagine a scenario where these precious pups, they've got their token, they've got their conceal token, right? They're not really shootable by people. If you have a conceal token and you're in cover, you aren't part of the shooting game.
They're just peeking from behind a barrel.
Exactly. So imagine a situation where he's behind it, I have somebody out here that's exposed, then he runs out, and you have to hit him instead. Oof. Ay, ay, ay. All right, now, so that's what we have going on over there. Now, let's get into these guys. Now, you have a lot more experience with these guys because you've played them a few times, but let's take a look at I believe that's the Sergeant at Arms.
Does he have a sword on him? Or could be?
Yes.
Yes,
yeah.
There we go. That is our Sergeant at Arms. He's our captain. The nice part about him is...
I think Kiko has actually gone for the she option.
So you have choices here. We can use bolt pistols, heirloom pistols.
Yeah, I think we got the heirloom pistols
which is really nice because it has balanced, which lets us reroll ones, and lethal 5s, which gives us crits on 5s.
Yeah, we like this.
We like everything about this gun. Classic shotgun if you really want to go that route.
Yeah.
You can put a chain sword, a hatchet, or a power weapon on it.
Definitely got to go with the power weapon.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Power weapon. There's not really a reason to do the other ones. Now,
so classic.
But go into the cool trick.
Right. So what's really great about him, during your strategic ploy phase, we get to select our defensive order or our attack order. And it does not cost us a command point to play it. We always at the beginning of the game we have to choose whether it's attack or defense.
Right.
But for the remainder of the game, that ploy does not cost us anything.
Yeah. As long as she's on the board.
And that either lets us re-roll attack dice or re-roll defense dice depending on what we want.
Exactly.
So that's really the special.
Well, and some of these are paired.
Yes. Now, Joe, you want to talk about our little cat boy, and you'll do a better job of explaining the line of sight.
Well, no, absolutely, absolutely. So this...
He's the surveyor with his cat unit.
Exactly right. So the surveyor... Oh my gosh, I got to turn this around. I got to see if you can see this screen that Kiko made.
Oh, did you put some glow in the screen?
Dude, here, let's put that. Look at what he did.
Oh my! Look at the lens on the cat, though.
I think it's a real screen.
You got to paint the whole model, Jerry.
Yeah, that's what they say. But the cat. So the best way to think about the Imperial Navy breachers is something between like a bomb squad and a SWAT team, right? And so they have a really interesting ability called Breach and Clear, where once per turning point, they can activate 2 units in sequence.
Yep, you get a group activation.
Exactly right. So it confers on them the ability to do that. Some like horde type armies have lots of group activations. They get to choose which 2 units have it, which is pretty special. But wherever the surveyor sends the cat can essentially strip people of their conceal tokens, right? And so the reason that's important is because, like I was saying before, if I'm in cover and I have a conceal token, you can't draw a line of sight to me, which means you can't shoot me at all, right? So Into the Dark is an especially good version of this, but something that I liked about Kill Team in general in this one is that it has very credible stealth.
Oh yeah.
It is possible to do nasty stuff, and I understand that the
And
worm,
you have,
yeah.
But I've used that cat to much efficiency to get in and really
strip it out, because I have lots of things that I want to sneak up and then deploy, right? And when I'm in the middle of that process, the cat has certainly created problems for me in the past. Gosh, we're getting through there. I honestly think that this is going to go down as one of the coolest units in Kill Team.
This is the rock star of
this
team
nuts.
or Kill Team in general.
Oh my gosh.
This is the Endurance.
So bad.
Everything about this unit is unreal. First, let's talk about his saves, which are 2-ups, because he has a giant shield.
Exactly, but that's not a thing. Like 2-up saves, that's not really a thing in this game broadly.
Nope.
Right?
His shield can actually be used in close quarter combat.
That's right.
It has the brutal characteristic on it.
Right. Which means that you can't defend yourself against it unless you've rolled a crit. But doesn't that shield ability also allow him to parry 2 of your attacks at once?
Exactly. It's a little asterisk.
What a nightmare.
Yeah, you can parry.
What a horrible. He can't be here.
But let's talk about what Breach Wall is and how amazing this works. When he is anywhere on the map, if you bring another unit in base-to-base contact, his shield blocks line of sight.
Yes.
So you could have 3 guys around him.
It's movable. He's a person, but he's also terrain.
Yes. He is a wall himself.
It's so cool.
That's probably handy when you don't want to waste an AP on opening a door.
Exactly right.
You open the door, he just stands in there, wait for your next turn. And
Absolutely.
Then...
But you can also see how there's really cool stuff that you can do with that Breach and Clear, where he's up here in front. It's very much like the tap on the shoulder.
Right.
Like this is the team that does like the hand signals.
Exactly.
Right?
But also he gets if you spend 1 AP, he gets a free fallback.
Oh, of course. Well, that's a super. It's free.
Yeah.
0 AP?
No, it costs 1 AP. It's a disengage.
Oh, okay. I was like, that it sucks. But also, but his shotgun is also no slouch.
No, it's classic shotgun, but it has Relentless on it.
Exactly. But you have 2 polarities for it, right? But,
close range, long range.
But Relentless, always keep an eye out for Relentless, because it basically means you can re-roll your entire pool.
It is very relentless, yes.
Obviously, it's short range, but all right, now. Who's this gentleman?
Is that Johnny Hands? Is that Johnny Chainsaw? No.
This. I think that this is actually your.
That's our regular gunner.
Yeah.
That's our classic gunner.
But he still looks. Kiko has still managed to make them look incredible.
Armsmen. Yeah, sorry, Armsmen, not gunner. Yeah.
Can you believe this? This is crazy.
What is going on with the robes? Come on.
You have to stop. And what's going on with these little pipes?
A little bit. Oh, look at the axe!
Oh, he's got it. He's got the pickaxe right there. Anyway, so this is basically your classic. This is like your regular.
Yep.
Armsman.
Yep.
He's there.
Just equipped with a shotgun.
Just doing his job.
Yep.
Just punching the clock.
Yeah.
Right. But he still looks great. Oh no. Okay. Why don't you tell them about this horrible thing?
Oh, this is our gunner with the las volley on him. I love this weapon. Though it is heavy, so if he moves, he can't shoot on the same turn.
Correct.
It has fusillade, which lets you distribute dice.
Yes, exactly. So any target within what we call white or circle, any target within this, you can divvy up your dice pool and spread them out.
But it's 6 attacks, 3, 4, and the special part of those 6 attacks, I'll say it again, is it's relentless.
Exactly, which means the entire pool can be re-rolled.
Yeah.
It's very, very bad. It's like these are the units that I have fought against, and so I hate all of them.
Where, and we'll get into it, where the cat comes into play, because he'll create lines of sight where they weren't before.
Well, exactly.
And then,
he can strip you. He strips you of your conceal token,
Yep.
and then he goes hog wild.
All right.
Here, why don't you tell them about this
Now
cool
we want
guy?
to talk about
This is the
Void Jammer with his
the
Geist
Void
skull.
Jammer and the Geist skull.
So the real pleasure of this unit is the Geist skull in particular. When you can group activate them with Breach and Clear, and send the Geist skull in an infinite line across the map.
So it just scurries. I mean, take a look at these yucky little tendrils here. It will scurry in an infinite line. So like we were saying, because this unit, even though it's a tiny skull with some wires on it, is an Imperial Navy breacher, you can send this out in an infinite line toward enemies, and then the other guy activates and flips the switch.
He detonates it. Just detonates the skull.
Flying bomb.
Yes, exactly. But the skull also has that EMP pulse ability.
Exactly.
Which is really, really bad. So basically, it's almost designed. It's designed to hurt really, really tough units.
Yes, because it makes whatever your save is, whatever that unit's save is, becomes lethal X. So if it's a save of 3,
now 3s and above are crits. It's a really, really cool guy, but I can't stress this enough. Take a look at the work that Kiko has done on this.
Oh, come on.
On the
Did
Switch.
you make a red detonator button?
Well, no, it's not the actual switch. It's the cover. You gotta flip off the cover and then hit the switch.
Yeah, it's the cover of the Death Blossom, right? Oh, we love it. Cool. All right, here now we have some other.
Is this Johnny Chainsaw? Come on, where is he?
Johnny Chainsaw. Oh yeah, you love this guy.
This is my favorite unit. This is our hatch cutter, and we'll get into why. Tactically, in this mission, it's great.
It's really, really good. Yeah.
But you can literally breach holes in walls that only our team can use.
Yeah.
For 1 AP.
Anything less than a triangle, which is an inch. Anything less than that, you can simply place a breach token on top of the wall, and exclusively your team can go whoop 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 whoop.
But also the best part, and we'll see it more in other scenarios, you can weld
doors shut. So being able to move through a door is very, very straightforward. I mean, typically, everybody who is on these teams, once you get into a Stardate, it's a little bit different. You have 3 action points, right?
Yeah.
I would be terrified to see what they could do in a mission like this.
Right.
But what you can do in this case is, because typically these units all have 2 AP, unless they're a little bot.
Yeah, unless there's something else.
Right, yeah.
Or you give them, some units have the ability to confer.
Exactly right,
AP,
that's well put. But basically what you're going to do is, as part of your move, you can spend an AP to open the door.
Right.
So in Arena, it wasn't like this.
Yeah,
the first turn was like walking up and looking at doors.
Yeah.
And as much as I liked that game.
Yeah, but these are the rules improvements that I'm like, this is what I absolutely love.
Exactly right.
That they changed.
We can get in, and as part of the movement, we just do our full movement, but now the door is open.
Yeah, and it costs an AP. But if it's welded shut, it's 2
costs 2 AP.
2 AP to unweld it.
Well, to break through it, I guess.
Exactly. And is there anything else you'd like to talk about this gauntlet?
Oh, yeah, it's a chain fist. So it's 4 attacks. It does 5-6 damage.
So 5 damage base attack, 6 on a crit.
But the real icing on this cake is brutal. So he cannot parry anything unless it's a crit.
It is just horrible. It's just monstrous.
It's the best. I love this young gentleman.
Right now, this is the Grenadier.
Oh yeah. I bet you can't tell what he does.
Well, I mean, it's pretty elusive.
Yeah. So the Demolition Charge, can we talk about how that has a range of 2 circles?
Yes.
A blast of a circle.
Right.
And AP1.
Yeah.
It's indirect and
because it's blast.
Yep.
The rules of these, close-in environments.
This is the brutal part. Actually, the lethal part.
Technically, it's the lethal part.
Yeah.
Is that then all of those dice now become lethal? So what's the damage characteristic of this horrible thing?
4/6.
Yeah, and that's a lot.
Yeah, it's unreal. And with a lethal 5.
Yeah. Well, it's very much like the guys. It's very GSC. Mm-hmm. It's demolition charges all day and all night for them. Now, someone was asking about the Axe Jack. I've got great news for you. Here's the Axe Jack. So the Axe Jack is swinging this power weapon. It's very bad also.
Yeah, it's a power weapon, sure, right? But emboldened. If this operative performs a charge action, it is emboldened until the end of the turning point.
Right.
While this operative is emboldened, each time it would lose a round, roll a d6 on a 5 up. Nope, sorry.
Lose a wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wound is not lost.
Crazy.
So he wants to be charging in, hacking,
all the time, and that's what he will do. I mean, you're going to see holes being cut. You're going to see him running through. Now, we're going to play a learning game so that we can figure out. We're going to figure out all the basic rule interactions and things like that. So it's probably not going to be the full spread of units. I will take all of these Croot. Which of these Navis folks do you want to leave on the sidelines for this game? Just so we can have a fun, quick encounter.
I can already tell, Kiko, I'm going to highly recommend the Endurant.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to highly recommend the chain or the hatch cutter.
Yes.
But other than that,
yeah, those are winners for sure. So who else do you want to see? Who else do you think would be fun to see?
I like axes.
Yep. Big melee on this one.
Obviously need the leader.
Yep.
Yep.
We're going to bring in the Sergeant at Arms. She is going to lead them into the breach.
I cannot tell you how cool that las gun is.
Las guns are great.
Now you want to try one of these bots? One of these 2 botsmen?
I want to try this
blow-up
flying
bot?
bomb thing.
Yes, you do.
Of course you do.
Yes, you really do.
You want to flip the red switch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
We get one more guy because that
absolutely get it.
That guy skull is really not a unit.
Let's just go with
He's really got one shot.
Let's just go with the Armsmen.
Yeah.
You're gonna go classic?
Here,
Yeah, classic.
Okay.
Because remember, we can have 2 gunners and one could be a Melta.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Not.
Well, here, but the Armsman has GA2, right?
Yeah, they all do.
Okay.
They'll get pretty clear.
Well, yeah, once per turning point. So basically, we've got an interesting, fun squad with a bunch of rules. We don't got to learn them all at once.
Yeah.
That's going to be okay. So, setting up the game, a lot of it has already been done, but just for the fans playing the home game, we're going to go through the full setup process so that you can see how it works. Okay. Now, first, let me give you all of your hideous servants of the false emperor over here. Vile.
Delightful.
Kiko, you really, really did a good job. Now,
these I don't know how these are going to go missing, but
I know how.
They're just not going to.
I'm going to help. All right, now, first of all, we have determined the mission. Now, this mission right here, so if you end up pre-ordering, and if you pre-order, you get a bunch of tokens and stuff. What, do you have it?
I do. Ghostly.
Yes.
Oh, I thought we didn't have it.
Go to my desk. There's a tin, and then there's these 3 triangles.
I thought we didn't have it.
We do.
Well, because it's funny, actually. Whoa.
No. Ooh. Johnny 5 not alive.
Yeah.
We have some technical difficulties
He
up
fall
here.
asleep. But it's fine. I'll look in here. Yeah.
So, what you're thinking is not. I'll explain.
Okay. I'm overjoyed to hear it. But basically, if you were to pre-order, what will happen is not only will you get the goodies, but you will also get it right inside the fancy pants.
in here.
Fancy pants. Yeah, you can throw that in there if you want. But of course, we have a much more sophisticated way of tracking this information.
But these are pretty slick.
No,
You want that.
Awesome.
You will be happier if you have that.
And also, you get a tin.
A baking tin.
You want to put, baking tin. But that comes with the pre-order. The tin opens up, and the tokens that come in the box
they go in here.
There. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because we had the empty tin, and we were like, we're missing some stuff.
No, but it's all the
I would love
tokens you
chips.
get.
Listen, that
all the
is
chips
rad.
go right in there.
Deal. No problem.
Yeah.
Now, but the very, very first mission, you will load up as a humble neophyte into the dark, so to speak, is called Reinforced Chamber. And we have played this mission many times,
I know, and I love
it is very, very fun. Oh. So a couple things to know. In this mission, attacker and defender, I mean, this is you can see this is very much a mirror map, right? So there many missions in this game are deeply, deeply asymmetrical.
Very much so.
Scarily so. In fact, the one that we're going to play on Thursday is one faction is literally just trying to get off the map.
Yeah.
And they get
the coolest thing ever.
get VPs for every person that leaves the map. And then the Croot, who will win, they set up, it's just all tricks, traps, snipers,
it's a lot
knives
of
in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it is so cool.
Yeah.
But basically, here's the X factor. This right here, these tanks, these power stations here, and these control panels.
Yeah.
Every one of those for 1 AP, should you get up to it, will give you 1 victory point. Right? Okay. It activates, and then that's it. It can't be mined for them or anything like that. Here is the part that I think is the most exciting.
Here's the part that I love.
Well, this is where the Imperial Navy breachers
we'll talk about this. Yeah.
exceed themselves.
Explain away.
Is when the game is over at the end of Turning Point 4. Most games of the new kill team end in 4 turning points. Every now and then it doesn't, but it's all based on the scenario. Depending on how many APL of models you have in here, or here, each one of these sectors is worth 2 VPs.
Right.
Okay.
So what's really cool about this, and this is what I love.
Yeah.
Remember our boy here who can breach walls.
Yeah.
Now, what do we know about our boy over here? Like intrinsically,
Can't breach walls.
he can't do math, right? Cannot do math. So what we can do is bring this guy in here, breach a wall here, breach a wall here. So by turn 3 or 4, we're coming back and forth with our units. So what do we know? He can't do math. We can move between walls, and then we can move all of our units to wherever we need to get all the AP.
No, for you it's DoorDash.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end, you're just using the apps. You're
Supermarket Sweep.
You're just going back and
This
forth.
is why this is literally my favorite unit, and it's been one of the most fun experiences playing this.
It's potent. But this also makes me want to snip out and build that Orc Commando team.
Yeah.
Because they have a Breacher boy that can do the same thing, but just for himself. So there's some spoiler capability right there. But essentially, like every round of kill team, there's 12 points possible.
Yes.
That you can't score more than 12 points off the main mission objective, right? So 6 out there, 6 in here, that's 12. But we have also each chosen 3 tactical ops. And those are essentially like mini missions that we offer ourselves. Don't worry. Eric has satisfied this requirement for you.
Completely screwed it up.
You're going to be fine. But we'll discuss it, in our full game next time. We can flip through a few of those and see it. But each kill team has its own what's called an archetype. And so that basically allows them to choose between cards. It allows you to sort of build a little deck of secret missions for yourself that get revealed at various times. It's very, very cool.
Are we going to go into the ploys or the attack ops now, or we're going to
No.
wait till you
when
reveal?
attack op is revealed, then we'll go into the full meal deal and we'll make sure that everybody knows, because the secrecy is part of it. But that's it. So, as you see, very first thing, we determine the mission. We have done so. Mission briefing. Hopefully, do you understand basically what's going on, Keith? Yep. All right. I love what I'm hearing. Determine the kill zone. I've done so. This is Reinforced Chamber, mission 1-1. It's probably the first mission you'll play at home with your friend Tom, that you've been hanging out with since junior high. And you're like, let's get back into Kill Team.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. They got a new box. Kill zone is set up. Now we are going to select our drop zones. Now in this one, it's more of a mirror match, right? It's obviously the same, but let's show the process, right? And I got some cool high contrast dice for you. Take a look. 5 and 5.
Great.
Already off to a great start.
What a nightmare.
Classic. PA dice rolling.
Yeah, let's do it again. Later on, beat that, Kiko.
Are you serious?
I'll do the exact opposite.
Yes. Oh. Now, later on, if you tie rolling for initiative,
You gotcha.
it's just the opposite, right? It just goes to the other person. All right, now, kill teams, obviously they have been chosen. They have been set up. We're going to get 1 CP at the beginning of the game, but having a leader on the board gives us 2 to begin with. So that's why we each have 3 command points. That's our basic amount, right? Now, Tech Ops, we have already chosen them. We already did that already. Equipment. Now, each kill team, one of the other ways that they have flavorful decision making is on the equipment side, and there is a way that you like to do that, right?
What I found, so since we haven't dove into this too, I mean, we've played a lot of games so far, but not. One of the coolest things that, for us at least, we get stims. So add 1 to the operative wound characteristic.
Okay.
And because 7 is sort of like the magic number to get, like, even 1 more HP turns out to be a good investment.
Right.
Right?
But other than that, frag grenades are great. Crack grenades are fun.
Especially in this environment.
Everybody basically has shotguns unless it's like the gunner.
Yeah.
So maybe a slug or 2 if we wanted. We get 10 points total to spend.
Okay.
So actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
Stim them up.
Stim everybody and then spend an extra 2 points.
Let's stim everybody up and then get 2 slugs.
Cool. 2 slugs for the...
Armsmen. Yeah, just the Armsmen.
Yeah.
They got slugs.
Exactly right. Now, this is something that I think is fun as part of this game. We each get to place 2 barricades, all within Pentagon. That's actually the old rules. So there's very specific rules for how you put barricades out into the dark. It can't be within 6 inches or the red pentagon of the starting area, right?
Okay.
It can't be within circle of a door or within circle of another barricade.
Okay.
But beyond that, the world's your oyster. I won the role. I'm going to choose to be the attacker. So the defender sets up theirs first.
We should spotlight these new barricades.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Yeah, the new barricades they put in the set are just primo.
Now, barricades have always been part of the game. You've always set barricades up at the beginning.
They used to be walls.
But yeah, exactly. And they're sort of like, almost like the endurance shield. Like it's clearly like a mechanized thing where it's like something you would plant in the ground and it spreads out, right? In this, and I hope that this is something that continues along this like narrative year of the campaign. Oh my God!
Looks so great.
Jerry,
you really did a.
How did I do this?
Fantastic.
How did I do it? Anyway, basically, these are just barricades. For all rule purposes, they are exactly like any other barricade, but they are cool and themed for this. And they give you 3 other options. So you can always use the basic ones if you want, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that might be thematic for the Imperial Navy breachers.
Absolutely, yeah.
But this is this cool plasmoid. They have these, and obviously that shook my heart because these are the same crates. They've built them into a single block, but those are the arena crates.
Right.
I went crazy on the gold. And then this is, I mean, I would not hide behind this.
yeah. You know,
I
doesn't seem like the best place to be taking fire.
Look,
but...
I mean, let's go down the list. Frangible tank, a bunch of batteries, pressurized can, and then two. This seems like this is like a bomb.
So did you choose to paint those red or?
Yeah. I've played enough Doom to know what a tank should look like. But basically, when we're placing our goodies. That's right. So anyway, so this is the back. This is your back field. Okay. So it can be right in there.
Yeah, but they're just fire extinguishers. It puts everything out.
I think it's the opposite of a fire extinguisher. Ooh, I like that, Kiko. That's a great play. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, Josh, you two have outdone yourself with this overhead. That's the most legible overhead camera you've ever done. So we love this. Yeah, John Coffee Robot, quiet, careful, barricade placement sets. Now there's only 2 barricades.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Now,
here's where we can get a third.
Here is the X factor. Okay. So now that that's all done, the defender goes first, and you set up all of your operatives at once in your drop zone.
Okay.
And this will be yours over here. Now again, some asymmetrical games have very different drop zones. They're different shapes.
So this whole line here?
Yep, that whole back line behind the doors. And if you're curious about the door stuff, doors always begin a mission closed.
Right.
Okay.
Dude, he looks awesome. He's completely ready to go to work.
Seems like it's gonna be a long walk.
Hey,
so
don't
I'm
it?
gonna put a shield.
Don't
in
it
front of
just?
You chose wisely.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. He doesn't even need a door.
Doesn't even need a door.
Do we put the 2 heavies on one side, or do we spread them out?
Talk to this man.
I have found great success with a stable heavy where you think, well, since we don't have any information right now, I used to put the heavy where I saw a lot of his guys hold up.
Right.
But you're not going to be, I don't think you're going to move him too much because heavy. If you move, you can't shoot that round. So.
Yeah, we like that. Axe Jack. A lot of melee activity there in the middle sector, it looks like.
And we only got 4 turns.
And the boss. And the boss. They're turning points, Eric.
Turning points. Yep. Oh, I got the first part right. We turned.
No, we have a visual aid here.
Oh, hey, look at that! Boom.
Thanks to PA Design, of course. All right, now I'm going to set up my stuff. So we want to be able to call.
Ooh, good setup.
We want to be able to call the kill. We have the big Laserian over there, which of course we hate. But do we hate the Laserian more than we hate the Navis Endurant? I'm here to fix his little red wagon. So we're gonna put our Dvorgite Skinner with our heavy gunner over here.
I know where the first breach is gonna be.
Let's get some Pistoliers over here. I think that might be a nice solid melee counter. Let's see if we can guarantee some extra AP from our tracker. And then we have a couple Croot warriors over her. And I think they might be able to do the rest of the job over here.
Oh. So you're giving us something to think about.
Yes.
Is what you're getting at.
And then, how about a couple Croot Hounds? How-woo! And what we've determined is that it's totally fine for Croot Hounds to open the door. They open it with their beak. They play games on mom's phone.
Yeah,
Well
they're
trained.
like whoever was sitting there training these dogs to open hatchways.
Oh yeah. It's
deserves
exquisite.
an award from
It's
the.
exquisite. All right, now in the so grab 3 dice, Kiker.
Okay.
So this is you might recall the old scouting thing. Arena got rid of scouting.
Okay.
But scouting is back in the new kill team.
Gotcha.
Basically, you have 3 choices. They have specific names, but I'm going to tell you their functions, right? If you open your hand and you have 1 dice, that means that you are choosing to set up an additional barrier.
Okay.
If you open up your hand and there are 2 dice, that means you can change an order. And we're going to go into orders here in a second because it's important, right? It means you can change one of your orders. At the beginning of this mission, because nobody can really see each other, it isn't that big a deal. 3 dice means you can get 1 free dash action. So depending on the scenario, it really depends, right? And so put them all in your hand. It's very secret. No one can know. No one can know.
Except for that.
Something happened.
All right, now.
Smart call, gentlemen.
Right here. So we both went for additional barricades. Defender sets their barricades up first. Now, in that system, 1 beats 2, 2 beats 3, and 3 beats 1. It's like a rock, paper, scissors thing. But if we've done the same, then the attacker just decides who goes first.
Okay.
But going first isn't
always advantageous.
Yeah, going first isn't that bad because this game is not I move all my guys and then you move all your guys. It's very different in Sigmar, right? Or 40K. In this, it really means 1 model. Now, come turning point 3, 1 model is a very big deal if it's the right model, right?
But yours is going to be dead, so don't worry about it. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, now, I'm going to have you go first because I am the attacker. And that's when we start. So we have now entered what is called the initiative phase.
I'm very anti this.
How about you do all my rolling?
You sure you want that? That could be deadly.
Now, in round 1, you don't roll initiative because we use the scouting phase to determine who goes first.
Yeah.
Later on, that initiative roll is going to be a really, really big deal, right? But that's not where we're at right now. So we move immediately to what is called the strategy phase. Now, because you are going first, take a look at your strategic ploys, right?
Okay.
And
they're over here.
see if, it's right there. See if any of those strike your fancy. Now, I was just going to say, because it's the very first strategic phase and you have a sergeant at arms, we want to choose one of those that we get for free for the rest of the game.
Right.
Okay.
Right?
And we're going to put a token down wherever we want, every turning point, and it lets us re-roll dice.
What would you recommend?
I like defensive, but I've never played with the attack order. So I've always just thought defensive was nice.
Yeah, but essentially you're going to place a token.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, but you're going to place a token and it projects around itself. How far?
Square.
Square? Okay, so 3 inches.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Let's take the attack order.
Okay, take the attack order. We love it.
Switch it up. I love it.
Then you can just place that bad boy here.
And we don't have to. You don't have to remove a command point for that one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because that's our sergeant at arms ability.
It's free. Yep, exactly right.
No, you want to put it out on the board any place on the whole kill zone where we think we're going to get
As
into.
you're going to be moving in, maybe we want to get some extra juice in here, right? This might be a really nice place since you have 4 minis over here and you have somebody tough to handle this. Yep, perfectly fine. Now, typically in my first turns in this game, I have not used, usually for me, I don't get a lot of benefit from that stuff on the first turn.
That would be pretty neat.
But
Brace for counter attack.
Yeah. But later on, I have really, really good stuff that is very, very good to use. But right at the beginning, usually it's not a good cost.
I always forget it.
Yes, don't forget Blitz. Blitz is very important. Okay, everybody who's going to order the box, you're going to make your friends mad with Blitz. It's going to happen. Now, I think that we are, because I'm not using any strategic ploys. and I'm not, and tactical plays happen during the actual turning point, I think we are probably ready to play, if you can believe that. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Right, you go first. You choose one model. And then we'll take a look at those stats, and I will help you understand all that it means.
All right, let's go with the Armsmen. I have 2 APL.
Yep.
Exactly. So that means that you have 2 actions.
I also have a M of 3 circles.
Exactly. So your movement is 3 circles. What that also means, as a bonus function, is that when you charge someone, you go 4 circles total movement.
Gotcha.
Right?
Also,
you basically get an extra circle. Now, there is something else that's very interesting. So this right here, things of this kind, these are considered light terrain.
Gotcha.
They also have a trait called Traversible. And that basically means that they can be jumped over.
Okay.
So if you are charging someone, let's say, or if you're just moving through, you simply pay a tax. You pay a tax of 1 circle of movement, but you can move over it perfectly fine.
Okay.
You can't end your movement on top of it, but that's how it works.
And we don't have to use this now, but it's something that took me like 2 games. But when it finally clicked of why it's so important is the breach and clear, which is where we get to use a group activation of 2. Not only do we get to use a group activation of 2, but at the end, if we don't have any more models that can activate, we get to Overwatch.
Yes. Now, Overwatch works very, very differently in this game than it does in the war games that we're familiar with. What's that? Yeah. But basically, in those games, it's like, hey, I'm being charged. I'm going to shoot at them while they're on their way, right? In this, if the turn goes to you, and you don't have, and it would come back to me, and you don't have any models, and you don't have any models that you haven't activated. Any model that has an engagement order, and we'll do that in a second. Any model that has an engagement order can basically take another shot, but their ballistic skill is 1 worse.
Gotcha.
Right. So,
All right,
real quick, let's grab these tokens because I keep forgetting this because I get excited.
Do the orders.
Yes, exactly. So on the very first turn, they have whatever order that you've given them. In subsequent turns, when you choose a model to activate, you can change its order.
Okay.
Yep. So we're seeing a lot of these conceal orders, which means that we want to move up and get out of there. Now, conceal orders give you a pretty powerful ability, which is to be in cover and not be able to be shot at. But people with conceal orders can't shoot or charge. Right? They are sneaking up. Oh man, you got a really nice thing going on over there. If that door were to open, if someone else opened that door for the las gunner and there were somebody else out there, even though they have the heavy trait, they can shoot.
You got it. And that's what he does.
All right. So you got all your stuff there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get.
All right, so I'm going to start with this.
Go right ahead.
Armsman here. And we're going to do
3 circles is a red. Is a pentagon.
So a pentagon.
Yep.
So
Yep.
he's going to and do you automatically open the door if you run through it?
If you got to pay 1 AP.
AP?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly right. So the move and the opening the door, it happens
Also,
during
I
it.
think you should explain. This is a really cool feature of opening the door. How much space is now open?
This is one of
we
my.
have
This
not
is one of
talked
my,
about this
honestly,
yet.
this is one of my favorite things about this game. So
Yeah.
because you have a bunch of guys that are coming through, this is important. So if you have opened the door. The game is like trying to be your friend. It's not going to bother you about little stuff.
Right.
And what it considers little stuff is these edges of the doorway.
Okay.
Anything within an inch on either side of that, you can pass through with a troop as though it's not there.
Okay.
Right?
Then in that case, I will go all the way
Exactly.
through.
You just gun straight through. All right, now, so he went from here to here, but he has 3 circles of movement, right?
Yeah.
But This right here would cost him a circle of movement.
Okay.
So he should probably be here.
Okay. So do I use an APL to move?
You can dash. Oh no, you don't have any APL left.
Exactly. Door opening is one APL,
And then APL
and then the
move.
move is the APL,
So
and
he's
that's
there.
it.
So
he's right here.
you could have dashed, as a.
Yeah. Now, and then we just flip that over,
Because he's.
and we know that he's done.
Okay.
Right? Easy piece. Now, let me do the rest of this homework here. I think this first turn is going to be very sneaky. I think there's a lot of sneaking that's about to occur. Although, I don't care as much about these guys. The Croot Warriors, they have the ability to activate twice, but part of their job, I think, is to get shot in my service. All right.
In your holy name? Jeez.
Exactly. Basically, yeah, it's rough stuff.
Oh, you're bringing in the cacaw?
So yeah, we love the Kukra. We're gonna open this, and we're gonna move right in here. And because he has a special bird.
So does the bird cost? It's just part of the activation?
Yeah.
It's
So
not an APL to do anything with that.
Let me hook you up. You could do anything. You could buy a cake.
Yeah, it's great. You can go bring us some jelly beans.
Exactly. The first time this operative is activated during the battle, I just place my bird token. And obviously these rules will work for regular kill team too, but basically it could be any point vertically and then within 6. So we're just going to put this bird is going to perch here like a Norse raven.
I would like to shoot the bird. Can you shoot the bird?
You can't. There's no bird shooting in this game.
Okay, fine. No birds were hurt and playing kill team.
Now it's you, Keith.
All right. I am going to grab my hatch cutter
Oh, here he
There
comes.
you are.
right here.
Which hatch are you going to cut? I mean, that's the
Yeah.
Well, I think that if I can cut this hatch,
Beautiful
I
idea.
can get access to a objective here real quick.
And we also got to think about how many guys he's got lined up at that other side too,
Yeah.
and the cover that excellent endurance can give our guys.
Exactly.
So I will spend 1 AP to APL to move up
you're
to
good.
the wall.
And then you want to grab a token and set it up top
Oh,
for the slice.
would I mean,
So 1 AP for breach point. Place your breach point token so it's within a triangle of the operative, which is exactly that.
Yep. And then it basically acts like a door. So
is
there's
basically
a
the whole door now.
the whole wall
yeah,
can be
for
moved.
you,
Yep. So he has been expended.
which is pretty smooth. All right, now let's bring the turn back to me. Oh, next phase. Still, my toy is new, but we're now in what's called the Firefight Phase, where we trade back and forth. So we have this and this. So there's targets out here, but because they have concealed tokens, I cannot take advantage of them.
So why is that?
Because the concealed token basically means that you are as stealthy as possible.
So if we were standing next to each other and we both had concealed
Haha. Now,
does that mean?
this is a great question. So let's say that I had a engage order, and I was within. Here, you know what I can do? I can just put him up here. I'll just show you real quick. All right. Is there a? Oh no, it's because we all put out extra.
Oh,
What are you looking for?
I'm just looking for this.
Oh.
It'll be fine. So, if you have,
See how he's already cheating.
yeah,
So he didn't take one of his.
yeah, exactly. So if I have an engage order,
which is determined at the beginning of the.
are you sure? When you activate, you can change your order, or you have to use the order at the very first turning point. We're all using the orders that we had. Now there's, depending on the faction, there's ways to swap a bunch of them, but this is the basic thing, right? Because you are within triangle of this, you are in cover.
Okay,
And because you are in cover and have a conceal token, I can't draw LOS to you,
gotcha.
right? Now, if I am within circle
Mm-hmm.
of you, you are treated as though you have an engage order.
Right, because you can't hide when I'm standing right in front of you.
Well, no, it can't be a situation where it's like
shake hands.
Well, it can't be a situation where it's like a 3-year-old where they think that they can cover their own eyes, and then you can't see them.
Hey, see, look, he's
Can I
already
have
cheating.
my barrier back?
Already cheating. Oh yeah, nudge it up a little bit further there, Ace. Well, I mean, okay, that's a little excessive.
I do what I want, and I win.
All right.
The numbers look good.
It is it goes back to you.
Exactly right. So he has gone through there, or I just moved here.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So it's back to you actually.
Back to me. That's exciting. Should I get the axe jack?
Ooh.
This model here.
Oh, into the mix.
No. Set up
Oh,
to score next turn.
Oh, that's a good idea. I mean, but also
I can dash and move.
you're gonna be moving the Endurant in as well.
Yeah.
So you might want to get some guys that can shoot behind him. That's another option. Or if you want to do a full run up with the axe jack behind the Endurant, that's another way to think about it.
Okay.
Because
it's always be charging, right? It's ABC.
Well, either way,
Yep, totally.
it'll be better for me to get there than try and run up to that.
Yeah, just do you want to use him or the axe jack? But also remember our other tact op, which is over there, called Into the Breach.
Tell us about Into the Breach.
No, let's not. We'll reveal it at the end of the 4th turning point.
You triggered Into the Breach when Ray go.
Yeah, Crimson. Again, I don't have any new information. Like I only know what we have in the box that we have.
Okay.
But it seems hard to imagine that with all this Space Hulk themed stuff, that they're not going to put a Tyranid kill team in. All right, we having a good time over there, you wicked men.
Oh yeah.
Having a great time. We're just gonna bolt this Armsman right here. Is he able to open the door based on his position?
Absolutely. He's within a triangle.
He's within triangle.
Okay.
That's
Now,
easy.
something to consider is reversing the orders, because we know what this guy can do and what he can't do right now, because there's nothing over here. So he might want to open so that our axe guy or the Armsman can just go in and get the point here.
Okay.
Because there's a point here and a point there.
That's great news. We're gonna do that.
But food for thought.
So we'll go ahead and activate him.
We love it.
He will spend an APL to open the door.
He's going to pop the top.
And this is the. This
Gunner.
is the
Your gunner.
gunner.
The question is, do we want to move him in?
Look, no, Kiko, look.
Oh, that's a great shot. Now the question is, do we want to
move him in, or
Yeah.
do we want to start sending him in that direction?
are we going to send? The other thing to think about is he going to come over here and
All
cut a hole?
he's doing the entire game is cutting holes.
Exactly. So does he cut a hole here,
Yeah.
which allows our guy to move? You just already move him up
Yeah.
here and then come in that
What
way.
is the gunner's move?
3.
Is 3. So that sounds good.
The only person on our team that has a 2 circle is the Endurant, because he's got the big shield.
Okay. So he will move here. Back to you.
Nice. Okay.
But also, the cool thing about the cutter is, yeah, he's breaking holes in walls, but when he gets into melee, he's devastating. Just absolutely devastating. Because he's got a giant fucking chainsaw hand. ducking chainsaw hand.
All right, get these gents up here. We are going to activate our Croot Warriors. And they have a GA of 2.
What is a GA?
GA is one of our other stats, like movement or APL. GA just simply means group activation.
Gotcha.
And so a lot of times simpler units, or just units that have very, very specified roles, they will have larger GAs, like Imperial Guardsmen, like and just like your regular old
Armsmen?
dudes, like that's what they do because they're relatively simple. The Hounds are the same way. And it basically means that you can activate them one after the other. Like we were saying before, one of the really cool things about your faction is that it has this breach and clear technique, which lets you grant GA2 to any 2 units, which is insane. Like what it enables is insane. All right. Anyway,
We want to use that because that'll give us Overwatch, among other things. That'll help.
Among Us.
Well,
Right. He has opened the door. Okay. And then his friend and ally is going to move in to here. I should have given them Heidi Pants orders, but I spend their lives so cheaply. I am also going to activate this set of tanks, which will give me 1 point. So I'm winning.
real cool.
I'm winning the game. So
So you just want to end it right now?
something for you to think about.
Yeah.
It's something you can consider. I will offer you that truce.
See you guys on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been great.
What you learned is that it's not fun to play games with me. oh no, God, no, Kiko, no.
Yeah,
no, let
so-
me win a little bit longer.
That lasted
I'm
long.
gonna activate my Armsmen. He's gonna run in and do the exact same thing as the Accrued on the other side, so I will
You
score
demon.
1 point.
All right. So we are going to activate our heavy gunner, lugging around the Dvorgite skinner. We're going to use.
what?
Yeah, I know. We're going to use my 3 circles of movement. Since this is the first time we've had a chance to do it. We're going to do our 3 circles, which would place me about here.
Okay.
Do you remember his movement abilities? You know, and how well he measures
Yeah.
things? Yeah, okay, cool.
No, I keep seeing that movement tool
It-
float
yeah,
around.
It keeps. You know what's funny is it transitions between all the Games Workshop
Yeah.
games we play.
You know what I have heard, and this is the latest scientific consensus. It's superposition.
Yeah.
So
it's quantum positioning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But-
you're everywhere at once.
But long
right?
story short, 3 circles would put me right there. Like I have an extra APL, obviously. I'm not using it to activate anything. or do anything.
Magically.
Yeah.
So
And-
he's got a dash, but do you want to use the big ruler? Because that's how you measure. So
No, this is great. Here. Now, a dash is just is really just an extra 3-inch movement. It's just a quick jump.
A square or blue movement.
Indeed. All right.
Would now be a good time to breach and clear over here.
absolutely. It depends on what do you think about doing? Because what's cool is that void
Really
skull.
good. You
So-
could Geist Skull this for
The
real.
guide skull. Let's check our detonation range. I think
Okay.
it's
circle.
A circle. So it depends on how many we can get into that.
It doesn't
that
matter how many
blast radius.
games, how many rounds of this I play. I end up
It is
eating
the
this skull.
funnest. I love this skull.
All right. What are we looking at on the guide
Oh,
skull?
it actually look for the void gemmer. The
Gotcha.
stats for the detonate is actually on there.
Navis Void Jammer.
Yes.
Detonate is a circle.
A circle. So
Okay.
right now, what's really neat. Where is the movement? Okay, so unique actions. Boost for 1 AP. Select a point on the kill zone that is visible to this operative. Perform a free normal move action with this operative, moving in a single straight line with unlimited movement.
Ooh.
It must finish that move within a triangle of the selected point.
And it's flying, so it doesn't care about terrain.
No, it doesn't care about anything.
He's not flying.
Oh, he's not?
It's not?
The guide
No,
skull?
it's flying.
Oh, yeah, it's totally
Does
flying.
it say flying?
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
flying.
floating. It's
a floating skull. It can.
What the?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So if I put him
I
like
hate this.
here,
Exactly.
He's even worse than I thought before.
Yes.
But no. But it is a multi-step process.
Right.
He only. I mean, how many AP does he have?
One.
One.
But here's the thing. So it might not be this turn that we do it. We might go in with the Endurant first and then send him in. But that's
Hey, listen. I'm not the boss of you, right? Obviously.
so you send in the Endurant, and then you breach and clear with
with
those
the other two. Yeah.
Okay,
Because
let's do
the
that.
door will be open. But anyways, what were you going to say?
This is what I was going to say. Honestly, like even as your opponent, that's the cool move. I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, and this, if you're playing a lot of kill team in general, but especially in Into the Dark.
So the question is,
get one of these bad boys.
does he have the ability to shoot the guy's skull?
No, that's not how this game works. You don't have Overwatch like that. Now, there is
one of your activations.
Because
I'm about to open the door and the guy's clothes just sort of floating there.
Yes, that is.
Here. But hold on. This is why you breach and clear.
Okay.
Because you activate 2 models in sequence and I don't go.
But I can block line of sight with the shield.
Exactly, with the shield, right? But but what Kiko's trying to get at is if he opens the door with the Endurant, is that going to put the Guy Skull in a line of sight?
I am stealth.
Yeah, you're stealth.
I'm hiding.
Yep.
So that solves that.
Yeah.
What a great game.
Yeah.
This is the best part of this.
An answer from thoughtco.com.
Oh, thanks, Taco. It is a great game.
Rivalry
It's your
between Russian and British
wristband.
empires.
What is happening? Okay.
Thanks, Taco.
So, but the cool thing, like what we can think about is, do we put him over here, and then so when we bring some guys in, they can shield up behind him.
Yeah, this is looking like a really nice front, actually.
This is some really cool tactics you can think about where he wants to end up.
Do we want him to shoot? Or no, he's not going to have
He's not going to
shoot.
shoot.
So let's change him to. Since I'm activating him, I can change.
First round,
No,
you can't.
first round you have to use the regular one, yeah.
Well, actually, he could shoot, but I don't think he's got any targets. So
Shotgun's pretty short.
no, it's long range. It's got long range. It's long and short.
I don't use these guys.
The short range, which is a red, grants better damage and relentless.
It's more shotgun-y.
So Endurant first APL is opening the door,
Yeah.
and then
let's
he's
get him in there.
going to just saunter on in. He's only got 2.
Yeah, he's the slow one.
But
Ooh, that looks so cool.
But if we measure like Jerry,
If you measure like Jerry, you can get to the other side of the board.
The main thing is, can you get within an inch of this? And I think probably, right?
So am I measuring from the model or from the
from the model.
wall? Got it. So he's there, and totally.
Yeah, right? I think it's fine. Anyway, so he comes in.
Yep.
He's ready to go. Now, there is another type of action which is a little novel, a little sensual. We call it guard.
Oh,
All right.
This is delightful.
So this is a
New stuff.
Yes. This is a new type of action that you can do inside this, although I assume it's backward compatible with the old stuff as well. But basically what it means, it's considered a shooting action, so it isn't something that you can do if you've already shot. You can't double up on the actions. Although the stuff that Astartes could pull off with this stuff sounds horrifying to me. What it means is that it's very XCOM-y, right? So let's say the Endurant was out here. Let's say that he had 1 more AP. He moved out here, and then he goes into guard mode. What that means is that he can interrupt any one of my activations. Like, it's after I do an action. He can't do it like at the beginning of my turn, but after I have done something, like let's say charge, the guard action goes off. So you can do basically like an out of turn Overwatch.
So that costs an APL.
Yeah, exactly right. It's considered a shoot action, right? But you can use that to do a couple novel things. One, you can use it to do an Overwatch.
Right.
At any time, right? It has all the same rules. It has all the same rules that it typically would, right? So your shots are less good. Here's the other thing. So let's say that someone charges someone who has a guard action. They can perform a free fight action, so they can fight you instead.
Okay.
When you charge into them.
They become the target of the target.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And so think about something like really, really dangerous melee operatives like the Hatch Cutter. That's a pretty savvy, it's a pretty dangerous thing. If he is going first in a battle, it's really, really dangerous, right? Now, there is another thing that they can do. The third one is kind of wild, but it's called a point-blank Overwatch. And this is actually from old Kill Team as well, conceptually.
Yep.
What it means is that, let's say I get into base to base with you. Instead of doing the Overwatch like in some other thing, if you're base to base with me, there's a lot that I can't do. This allows me to use my use a ranged weapon as the retort when you are up on me. Now, if I do that, if I shoot you up close, I don't get to fight you anymore. Right? You start rolling dice and I start taking damage. Right. But the ability to get a free open shot on someone right as they come up with no cover, that's kind of nice, especially with a high AP weapon. Think about that, right? Anyhow, we're back at it. So he's moved up. He's looking great. Yes. All right. Now, what is there for me to do? This is going to get filthy nasty fast, I think. Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to come up here. So I'm going to bring up the Kill Broker. 3 white circles of movement, and then I'm going to get into cover right here, and my Conceal token is retained. Take it away.
All right. So, we're breaching and clearing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it sounds really fun, doesn't
Dude,
it?
this is going to be exquisite.
I mean, oh! Okay.
All right.
Okay, now you got to pick, if we want to do that,
This is a real pinata situation.
where do you want to put that little token that boy can get to? You might be able to get 3. Where's your little laser?
So, it doesn't have anything to do with line of sight because he's just moving.
Yeah, he's going straight in,
Okay.
so he can.
He flies.
You pick the point, and he just goes.
So, our little guy's skull here
Yep.
Yes.
is just going to shoot across the map and
Exactly.
explode.
And go
Now,
wherever he
and
wants.
we've got a range of a circle.
Circle on wherever I place him.
Oh,
we
so
have
yeah.
1,
Oh, right there, right on his little token.
3. Or
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, now hold on. This is part of the learning game,
This
right?
is part of Jerry's.
I mean, isn't this better?
You know, I think we can get all 3 of them.
Oh.
We can get all 3 of those guys.
Oh, well, I hate you.
Yeah.
So if I put him here,
Yeah, you can
we
get everybody.
all 3 here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy will be fine.
He's fine. Yeah, you know, it's fine.
So what is the method in which we perform this task utilizing the special faction ability called Breach and Clear?
Okay.
Easy piece, right?
This is delightful. So first you're going to activate your Geist Skull because he has the movement,
Okay.
which is the boost 1 AP.
Okay. So
And you're going to move him in.
the guy's skull is
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And when you do the breach and clear, they have to be in, I believe, a square
Yeah,
of each
exactly.
other.
So breach and
Which they
clear.
are.
Breach and clear is when you activate.
Yeah.
It's somebody else with this. Because remember, this is the shoulder tap, and then you go.
This
Yep,
distance.
exactly right.
They're well-
Blue
well
square.
within
Oh no. It's as though they were set up for this purpose, Kiko.
So how does the guy's skull
Infinite-
activation work?
So he's only got 1 APL, so
Okay.
it's basically,
Normal move
Boost.
action.
Yeah.
Okay.
He boosts. He sails through the air.
because they have a lot of things they can't do, and
Right.
you'll see that. But so he just rolls right into the point you picked.
So with my 1 APL, he will boost and
From there to here.
fly to here.
Yes. Exactly right.
Okay. Now you activate your Void Jammer.
Yeah. Now he has 2 AP. So the first thing you should do.
Hold on. It's from the base, right?
Yeah.
Oh, are you trying to get everybody?
This is the best learning game of all time.
Kiko, can we get everyone in this?
We can get all 4.
Oh my!
This is awesome.
I was measuring from the center point, but
Yeah.
it's actually from the
No,
base,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Now you would measure from the center point on an objective,
Gotcha.
right?
But from the guy's skull.
These activations and
It's
grouped activations
fun.
are so
All right,
cool.
here. Now, Kikerzord, this is the vital piece. You still have an AP. When he activates, he has 2 AP.
Right.
This is the Void Jammer, right?
Yeah.
So he should get in here
Oh,
and
he's
then do it.
Yeah, get close to the.
So he's just gonna saunter on in here.
You could actually probably. Oh yeah, and get him behind.
And then he will use.
Actually, was he there? He could probably. He couldn't. I was thinking he could be behind cover, behind this, and then be ready to activate and collect that.
He definitely could be.
The thing I was
Oh, he
thinking
fell
was,
out.
he could, if you brought him over to here instead, you could activate, just use him as the
Next
guy
turn.
to get you the free victory point.
Right.
But it depends on if he can get in cover so that those knuckleheads, if they don't die,
I don't think
don't
he's
shoot
close
him.
enough to get in cover. So, but he's in cover now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a big shield in front of him.
So actually, this is a good example
Yeah.
of what you can explain. Let's say he's half cover here.
Yeah.
And he has the concealed token.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He is not. He's not.
not
you
viable.
can't draw LOS to him. Yeah.
Oh, so he could get over there
Absolutely.
and get half cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the
Let's do that
idea.
instead.
Yeah.
And then he's just there ready to soak up the VP.
Okay. And then with the the Void Jammer will use his remaining APL
Yes.
to detonate.
Indeed.
Now, all the fun things happen with this.
Each time this operative performs a shoot action, I guess this is a shoot action.
Yes, exactly. It's considered a shoot action. A lot of this type of stuff, grenades, all this, it's all shooting.
So we make a shooting attack against each operative within a circle of the friendly Navis Geist Skull, which is all 4.
Yep.
After all the shooting attacks have been made, that friendly Geist Skull operative is incapacitated. Okay, so how does that work exactly?
So you need to have the joy of doing this.
Okay.
Because
It's really fun.
So much fun. So here are your dice. So each time it hits, it's 4 dice.
There's a listing on the Void Jammer's stat card that has a Geist Skull detonator as the weapon.
So
Exactly.
it's 4
It's the
attacks.
shooting attack, right?
4 attacks.
You're looking for 3 ups. Normal hits are 2, crits are 3. Now it has a special ability of EMP, which means, let's say we're going to go for the kill broker first.
Right.
Yeah.
That means his save is now our lethal.
Yeah. So whatever your save is, it becomes lethal that.
Okay. Well, let's just
Exactly.
roll some dice.
So very quickly, Kiko, before you continue. Again,
Who are we gonna attack first?
let's just start with kill broker.
real quick. No, hang on. This is an important distinction, right? Remember, so this game in Into the Dark, everything is in close.
Right.
Right. So there are specific rules about doing a shooting attack through someone else.
Okay.
Right. So if you are doing a shooting attack and their cover line goes through someone with an engaged token.
Right.
Right. You roll 1 less dice.
Okay.
So you want to be hitting the closest targets first.
Gotcha.
So maybe
Because
take him out.
it might take them out. Right?
So
let's start here with this Crew Warrior.
Okay.
So you're looking for 3 ups.
3 ups here?
What does the Crew Warrior save?
The Crew Warrior save, like pretty much everybody over here, is all 5 ups.
Okay.
So this is
lethal
bad.
5. Ho!
Okay, so that's 3.
Okay, yep. That's 2 crits and a hit.
Yes.
Okay. So that's 2 crits and a hit.
It
Your
is.
defense, good sir.
It is. So 2 crits and a hit.
We have no AP on this, so all your dice.
Yeah. So 3 dice. We're looking for 5 ups. We don't have any.
So that is going to be 2 crits, which is 6 damage, 3 apiece.
Yeah.
And a hit, which is 2. So 8
He's
total.
annihilated.
Okay. Geist Skull claims its first victim. All right.
I just heard that like Incredible Hulk music.
All right.
Let's just keep going through warriors.
Yeah, exactly. Just hit that last one. Okay, well that's 1 crit and 2 hits, right? So Croot Warriors are very cool, but they only have 8 hit points. So let's see if I can come out on top of this. No.
Oh no! Oh
can't.
no! That's 6. Or wait, 2 and a hit.
It's
7.
7. So I have 1 HP left.
Now, with 1 HP, does that confer a special status?
It does. It does. So if you are injured in this way, if you have less than your total HP,
The status is injured.
exactly. I think that it's called that.
Okay.
Wounded is probably correct. But basically, what it means is that I move 1 circle less, and my ballistic skill is 1 worse.
Okay.
Use Blitz.
Blitz is very good. I agree with you. Yeah.
Here.
Oh my gosh! Hold on. Could you use Blitz? Read Blitz. Just read it out.
Okay, so this is actually, it would have to, I don't think we could use it with the Geist Skull, but it has to be an Imperial Navy breacher.
Yeah.
Okay, so when it wouldn't have worked, I don't think, with the guy. I don't know, but let's
Read it. Just read it out.
When a friendly Imperial Navy breacher performs a fight or shoot action against a target within a pentagon of it,
Yeah.
the roll attack dice step of that combat or shooting attack before rolling your attack dice.
Oh. You can reserve.
Yeah, in the attack roll. Sorry, I read that wrong. In the roll attack dice step of that combat or shooting attack
Right.
before rolling your attack dice. If this is the first friendly operative to be activated this turning point, you can retain 1 attack die as a critical
Free
hit.
crit. but that's only if they're the first. If they're the first model. But
If
later in
it's
the turn,
if it's the first friendly operative performing either of those actions, you retain a successful normal hit without rolling it.
it's pretty cool.
All right. Bone
Yeah.
up here.
Yep. Let's get it. God. Sweet can't see Moses.
So
Good.
is that 3 crits?
That's 3
Because of
crits.
lethal?
Three
Yeah,
crits
3
because
crits.
of lethal.
Okay.
DJ lethal.
Nothing. He's dead.
Trash.
I would assume.
No, he's annihilated.
That's 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
Well, it's crits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
3 apiece.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, all right, well.
So
Kill broker?
Yeah, I guess just kill him.
This is the worst learning game.
Yeah,
There's no.
What I have learned.
was the coolest execution
Oh
of
my
the
god! Guy Skull and MVP, everybody.
This
Guy
is the
Skull remains undefeated.
use of the Guy Skull ever I have ever seen
Guy
in
Skull
all the games
remains
we've played.
undefeated. Anyway,
Yes.
this is. Can we see the dice tray again, Josh? What a nightmare!
What a tray of shame for you.
It really is. Now, unfortunately, 1 crit is 3, 2 crits is 6. This is a normal hit, so that's 6, 7, 8.
Kill broker has.
Kill Broker's got 9 HP,
yeah,
baby.
he's got 9.
All right.
I don't care. Listen, MVP of the match.
Oh my gosh!
That Guy Skull is the man of the match.
Unfortunately, he's dead, but that's fine.
Duty
why
never ends, Jerry.
That's why I wanted you to roll those.
Yeah, only in death does duty end, and it did end. Okay, so that was a nightmarish turn of events.
You got some dogs over here, I guess.
Yeah,
That was
shove these dogs.
joy.
The Guy Skull is an Imperial Navy breacher.
This is the best
so it
part.
would work.
Yeah, it would work.
Yeah, Blitz
Exactly.
works.
So imagine that shot, the blitz with the getting
I'm
free
just gonna
crits
get
off
Blitz
the blitz.
tattooed on my hand or something every time I
No,
forget
dude, it pops is what it is. All right, what are we gonna do here? So he can't do any. Dogs can't do any missions, but.
But man, can they open hatches?
Oh yeah, they
'Cause
open
that's normal.
They open them with their beaks. We're gonna do a little GA activity.
Okay.
Second Croot Hound.
Ooh, look at that.
These guys have four
These Croot Hounds are horrifying
movement.
when they are in melee.
4 circles.
Yeah, exactly. 4 circles, if you can believe it. All right. So what other jerks do you have over here?
I need to sit down after that. That took a lot out of me just watching.
Let's just get the axe jack in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 1 APL to open the door. Mm-hmm. And I assume he just has a
This
3
is a VP,
circle.
right?
Yeah. So this
This right
just
here?
like this
This is
object, this
VP.
object, this,
Yeah.
this. It's all points. So there's a play there,
Yeah, absolutely.
maybe for the sergeant at arms.
No, well, yeah. I mean,
No, he had to open the door, unfortunately.
But the sergeant at arms can't. He'd have to dash in anyway.
Yeah, true.
And so there's no way we can get there. But starting up for next turn.
Yeah, sergeant at arms might be a move and a dash into the cover.
Here?
Yeah. Plenty of movement. 3 circles plus a square. I mean,
Oh wait,
you're ready.
do you get any shots at this point?
No, I don't, because so Overwatch, easy to do,
think
and
we
it's
should just
fun.
explain it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Overwatch, easy to do, and it's fun, but it does require that you have an engaged token.
Yeah.
People who are skulking around don't get to pull that type of stuff off.
Yes. So let's just get the leader here.
Easy peas. Bring it in, flip it, and reverse it. Okay, now, Kiko, would you be overjoyed to learn that you have just played your first turning point in Kill Team Into the Dark?
I believe that I can also
What? What?
score attack op.
At the end of the turning point, which. Yes.
So why don't you read it out?
So execution is my secret tac op. Reveal its tac op at the end of any turning point, which, the first one, in which more enemy operatives than friendly operatives were incapacitated during that turning point.
That happened.
So I incapacitated one of mine to incapacitate 2 of yours.
Absolutely. So the
counts.
math is there, yeah.
At the end of the battle, if more enemy operatives total during 2 or more turn points, you score 1 VP. At the end of the battle, if more operatives than friendly operatives were incapacitated during 3 or more turns, score 1 VP. So this gets calculated at the end of the battle.
In addition,
Right.
right?
You reveal it now.
All right. Well, hey, that is the end of turning point 1.
Actually.
Why don't we... Wait, hold on. Do you have more points?
Hold on. You can reveal this attack op when an enemy operative is incapacitated by a friendly operative within triangle of it.
Ow.
Oh, no. It had to be more than a square away from other enemy operatives. Well, wait.
Oh, no, it was. It's isolating. Robin Ransack is where you isolate a target and kill them.
Yep.
Okay. Unfortunately, you killed too many at once, Kiko.
Yeah, I really shot myself in the foot there.
Right here. Now, Josh, if you would please show the end of the round delights. Execution. 1 VP. All of my cool stuff.
Execution doesn't happen until the end of the
battle.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Whole thing.
Oh, at the end of the battle, the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's 2 thresholds. Well, you know what? It's never been easier. Watch this. But execution has now been revealed, so it's inside the objective.
Yep.
We each got 1 VP off of booping these buttons, but execution is going to deliver some more delights for you later. Now we are back at what is called the strategy phase. So in the strategy phase, the first thing that we do is we ready all of our operative tokens.
Okay. And this is where we make an assumption as to what we want them to do.
No, because you can always change them.
Remember, when you activate,
You can change.
Literally just flip them over,
You just flip them
regardless
over.
of type.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Now, bip, 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 bip. I love what I'm seeing. Okay, and now once everybody has their game face on, we roll for initiative.
Okay.
We also gain 1 CP at the beginning of that next phase. Well, this is technically the initiative phase. Yeah. Hang on a second. All right, let's do it. That's okay.
Ooh,
That was very dramatic.
Close.
Here. All right. Now we're each going to get a tender command point. And now it is because you are at the top of the initiative, you decide to use a strategic ploy.
All right. Remember, we always get the free attack order to place.
Okay. Let's put that here.
And so it emits from there?
Yes. It's a square from there.
Okay.
A square?
And
Yeah.
does it need to be by your guys or by...
You say where you want.
But do you need to be within square to use it?
Yes.
It's an aura.
Yeah. You have to be within square of it to utilize it. Absolutely.
Okay. All right, now, in the strategic phase, the kill broker has their call the kill ability. And they can select a visible opponent. And they can say that that's the person that they hate the most. And then anyone who tries to shoot at them gets to re-roll a dice.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Anybody that tries to shoot at the kill broker gets to reroll a die?
No.
I feel like that's a disadvantage on this part.
I wouldn't do that. I feel like that's dumb. No, basically, in lieu of a strategic ploy, I can choose to call the kill. And so I'm saying this person sucks, and everybody who shoots at them feels especially good about it.
They're like, we don't like him either. Our friend doesn't
He's
like
gross.
him. We're going to re-roll our dice.
Yucky.
Okay. Yeah, he's yucky.
Yeah.
He smells bad. But that's basically it. And he doesn't know because he's inside the void suit. But anyway, if you can believe it, let me take a look at the savory delights that I have, and see if any of these ploys are right for me.
But we don't have to use them really right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I am going to do that. So I'm going to use one called Prey, and Prey allows me. Each time an operative is activated, I can use this ability. If I do so until the end of the turning point, ranged weapons this operative is equipped with gain the balanced and heavy special rules. So basically, it allows me to re-roll an additional dice.
You know what it also allows you to do is to turn down those command points that you're just...
I did.
Okay.
I just spent it.
Okay, making sure.
Dr. Brandon Jar, I like it. Let's get it.
Okay, so I want initiative.
Yeah.
I want to go first.
Ooh, good. Come see it.
So here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I can take my Navis Endurant, move him up, and try and finish off the Kill Broker.
I love that idea.
Oh, there's almost nothing left of it.
That's a delightful idea, especially with your re-rolls.
Now remember, how close can you get him?
Yeah, that's the. All you need to do is get him in short range. Is a red.
Okay.
Is a.
But remember, right now I still have my
He's
concealed
isolated.
token.
Yeah.
And
Right?
that's a circle.
Exactly. So you'd have to be pretty close to me in order to finish him
So-
off.
Can I combine it with a breach and clear and overwhelm target to give him an extra APL?
Let's check. He has to be within a square of
square.
our boy here.
He's within?
I feel like you could do that.
Yeah. They can breach and clear. They're close.
Yeah, so you can get a move, a dash, and then a shoot.
Is that going to be enough though?
Let's find
So
out.
we've got circle, circle, dash.
Oh, might not be enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Okay.
Oh, ooh, that's close.
It's close, but no, not close enough, I would think.
Yeah.
Let's
So what other options we have?
just take a point.
Yeah, just grab another.
Yep. Objective here with the ash check.
Yep. Right off of the primary objective. I love what I'm seeing. Okay, it's back over to me. Now there's all kinds of weird stuff we can do.
That's fine. We can claim his side points. The Jimquisitor. Inquisitor Dark Magic. Love it.
Okay, so we are within 6 of each other.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what can happen with this powerful pistolier.
Now he's concealed,
concealed
and
behind cover.
Oh, I can't do that at all.
Okay.
Absolutely not. There's no way to do it.
You want to take a point?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to flip back to this here and get a point. Now I'm winning.
I don't see how that's how. What? No. What? You can't be winning. There's
no.
literally no way.
I'm not winning yet,
Yeah,
but I will.
Void Jammer can do the thing.
Oh, get in here and finish it up?
So,
You're just going looking for the sacrificial lamb. I love it.
well, I just want to.
I
He's got
get-
1 point left.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not arguing this in any.
So if I breach and clear with the
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're still going to breach and clear.
Breach and clear with the hatch cutter to give him an extra APL.
Mm-hmm.
He moves his 3 circles, triangles, last APL to hit him with a shotgun.
Right in the face.
I mean, that is pretty cool.
And
So show me this turn. Break it down. It starts with the hatch cutter.
Yeah, because a hatch cutter has to breach and clear, correct?
Yep.
Or is that?
well,
okay, is that-
it's vice versa. You can go with whoever you want.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you can go with whoever you want first. Really.
You're trying to confer an extra APL. Sounds like.
Yeah.
We have a tactical
Overwhelm
ploy.
target,
Overwhelming
a tactical
target.
ploy, 1 CP to give
so
an extra APL.
cool.
How neat is that?
On breach and clear, though.
You have to have.
That's the
it.
best.
It's part of the
Oh
whole
man,
matrix.
what a vibe, dude! Look at this.
I know, it's great. Oh, come on.
All right, let's start with the hatch cutter.
Okay.
He will activate.
Make another hatch. Please tell me you're going to cut another.
He's there.
Yeah.
He's got a breach and clear, so.
Well, no, I mean you could activate him and then move him here and then.
Oh yeah, I guess there's technically a door
You're
there.
Calling
so-
breach and clear now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, it's like we're gonna go 2 ways.
Yeah.
And
You're like doing the eye thing. And you're like
so what does breach and clear cost me?
Breach and clear is just part of your faction.
Well, great. That's even better news.
Right now, you're gonna do it once per turning point.
You do once
Right.
per turning point.
But that's the cost.
We're gonna do it now.
Yeah.
Get him over there, make a whole nother hole.
So he's activating. He's gonna breach and clear. 1,
You can easily
2,
get there. It's
3,
not
and
even a-
then-
Kiko, are you pleased?
I'm very excited. I'm having a great time.
It's so cool.
You know what? I like flames instead.
Great.
yeah. Make it hot.
This is open now.
Now, oh, never mind. This doesn't.
Dude, hold on. Do we think it's probably over the radio, but I like to think it's like a knock on the bulkhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's like.
Yeah.
Jerry, can you explain this one rule?
Yeah.
Because this is interesting.
It's just one weird rule.
Yeah. About when these pylons constitute cover.
Oh, no.
I think this is kind of.
That's a great question. That's a great question. So, in regular arena, there was often like little nubbins and like little cubbies that you could go into, and because your base wasn't completely visible, you were in cover. In this like being here, let me grab one of my people that you've murdered.
So put them right there.
Yeah, exactly. Like this right here does not constitute cover from these targets. This little nubbin here, that's not enough. It would be comical for you to.
Yeah.
Right?
Listen,
that's
that
shameful.
was done a lot in Arena.
This is what I'm talking about. It was all the time. And so that is not how it works here. The only time such things constitute cover is when it is at the end of a post.
Gotcha. So
Back
here.
No.
Or what's considered the end of the
I would need a chunk. Okay. Basically, imagine if one of these extended out and it wasn't part of this bulkhead, just out to here. Imagine that this wasn't here.
Yeah.
This right here, just naked at the end of the wall, that's cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
it's a termination.
Exactly. Yeah. Or at a corner. So it's only at terminatory points that a cover line drawn across them will actually give you cover.
Great.
That's a great question.
Now remove that guy from the board. I see what you did there.
No, it's good.
All right. I'm going to do a tactical ploy called Overwhelm Target to grant an additional APL.
All right. I will take your
CP away from you.
CP away. Yeah.
And we're going to do the move dash.
Here, you can use this thing. It counts as 3.
Counts as 3. So that'll basically just get him
right to the blue, pretty much.
Blue. And then we're going to dash.
Oh yeah.
This is dash.
Right in his face.
And so he has his Armsmen. He has his Armsmen shotgun, right?
Yeah, he's got his. If you look right there in the back, he's got his shotgun on his hip.
We should have
here
clarified who we gave slugs to, but that.
I was going to say so. But this basically, I know that you meant that this was going to be an engage order, right?
Engage order. It's just the Armsmen that have the slugs.
Okay.
So and this is the attack order.
That's the attack. That's the attack order.
What a nightmare.
Yeah. So this aura here that I placed allows me to reroll.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So get because this is gonna be really neat because this is short ranged on this shotgun.
So this is a Navis shotgun at close range. It's 4 attacks, 3+ to hit.
Oh, that's
and
never
it's 3/3, but its range is
3 ups.
3 ups.
It's gonna hit, and the truth is, I have one right now. It's possible I could come out on top of this, but
and I also have attack orders, so I can reroll these if I want.
No. Technically speaking, Keek.
Yes.
You can't move within an inch of me.
Oh, gotcha. I have to charge. Correct.
Exactly. This is correct.
Right.
You weren't
Either
trying
way,
to be, you weren't trying to be a bad man.
All right. Let's try and get some shots.
Reroll anything that doesn't hit. I see 2.
Is it reroll anything that hits or reroll all of it?
No. It's your choice. Reroll any or all.
I love it.
What attack order is? It gives you relentless.
But you gotta be within a.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right.
3 dice, baby.
Oh no.
This is the hour.
Do you want a command reroll? Doesn't matter. He won.
No, I got through. You got through. All right, kill broker. Out the door.
Wait, did he?
I only have 1 HP.
Yeah, it's 1 HP.
But didn't you block? Oh no, you didn't. You're 5 ups.
Yeah. No.
That's because you want to know you want to know what's even better about killing Killbroker right now? We have a tac op called Robin Ransack.
Oh,
but because our bomb separated him from everybody else.
He was a square away from this dude, so I could score this tac op.
Oh, but here. So tell me about the triangle.
You can reveal this tac op when an enemy operative is incapacitated by a friendly opposite within a triangle.
But you can't be within a triangle
because it's melee. Got it.
Robin Ransack is for your saw guy.
Never mind, that's my bad, but still would have been cool.
No. Just keep it in mind. We're trying to learn how these things work. And you want to bring these because Robin Ransack, especially with your axe jack and your hatch cutter, you're going to earn.
Yeah.
You're going to earn turn over turn on that, right?
Wow, that's so impressive, though.
Right here. Now, let me see if Call the Kill goes away. No, until the end of the turning point.
Okay.
So even if he is dead, I still get the benefits of
that ability.
Yes, exactly right. But now you are in cover from this because you are within the triangle.
I'm so smart.
Yeah, you are the smartest person on Earth.
How did that ever happen?
Yes, but I do get to re-roll a little bit, but it's also okay because I use the Prey ability. So the Prey ability, this was my strategic ploy early on because I knew this was going to happen. Essentially, it means that I can shoot this gent, and but it basically grants the heavy. It's a super characterful, basically. It makes your weapon heavy, but it also gives you the balance trait. So it's like you can't be moving around a lot, and you get to choose it per model. But essentially, that means that between Call the Kill and that property, I should be able to roll 2 dice. So we are going to come after you with the Croot Warrior. The Croot Warrior has a very, very simple weapon, but that's okay. I messed up something incredibly bad, but it's turned out it's been cinematic, and that's the most important thing. So
wait, what happened? I'd like to know for alert.
It's my fault. I was activating other guys because I could not have imagined this APL burst. Like this was genuinely shocking to me. But if I had activated him, there's a couple things that I could have done. One, I can spend 1 CP and slip away, which means that I can fall back for cheap. But I didn't even have anybody around me. I could have just gotten him out of there. But I equipped him with meat, and he can just eat the meat and gain HP. So this is obviously, you wait till Thursday. I'm gonna be eating meat the whole time.
Listen, breachers don't have meat. They just have their own environment. Sealed.
It's kind of gross.
No, that environment is basically a pressure cooker, and we find it delicious. So there is another tac op that's custom for the Stalker Kin Band, where every time I kill an opponent, they leave a meat token, and then I just send my dogs around to collect it. And you get VPs for this. Anyway, we're gonna go from here to here. Croot rifle. Nothing especially crazy about it. It's just 4-ups. Wow. Sure glad I get to reroll 2 dice.
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, get hits. Yeah. Get 2 hits.
Oh, now we're talking.
Who's complaining now?
3 hits, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, right here. So that is 3 hits, my friend. Now, because you are in cover, we have not had a chance to see this action yet. Because you are in cover, this means that you can retain 1 dice as a free save.
Okay.
Now, obviously,
there's no choice here.
There's no choice here. There's two.
There's no crits, right?
You're going to save one. Yeah, exactly. Now, if you need to fish for crits, then you don't take it. But
okay. So the Void Jammer has a defense stat of 3, which means you roll
3 dice.
And his save characteristic is 4+. So I need to get a 4 up on
exactly. So these are basically 50-50.
The only thing that cover grants is 1 success.
Exactly right. Now, so something else that is fun, just to give you an example. So this is what you can do when you're in cover. And then obviously a defense order as opposed to an attack order will give you rerolls for this defense part, right? That's really, really cool. We have like you have breach and clear.
Is there something for wounded? Chat's chiming in.
And void armor.
Do you lose?
No, I do.
Chat coming in for the win.
So they were all hits on 4s,
Not
which
on 3s.
is the number. So there is no hits at all. But
so what happens is because he is injured, he has 1 hit point left.
Exactly right.
His chance
lower.
to hit is lower.
His BS basically in this game is 1 lower. But this is the main thing I wanted to indicate is that like you have void armor, which helps you for those like compression waves and all the interior stuff. What we have as Croot is called Rogue. And that means that when we're in cover, we can reserve 1 as a critical save.
That's hot.
Or we can reserve 2 normal saves.
Very good.
Right? It's juicy. But anyway, so he missed completely and he is dead to me. Very shameful.
They're all stealth, so there's nothing happening with the gunner here. I suppose the gunner can just.
He could. Oh, but
I want to. I want my Navis armsmen to just beat feet.
Exactly, but he can also score that point too.
In this turn?
Not this turn.
Okay,
but
yeah.
Eventually.
But I'm thinking the gunner can just saunter over, score. Because
that's true.
this there's nothing happening over here.
Yeah, until those things come
and then
in.
he'll beat feet.
Get around back.
Yeah, I think for now.
Yeah, there's a. What you might want to think about is this first, because that's going to cause him to move something, so it changes the board state, and then you can decide what to do with the gunner.
That's very smart. So let's go ahead.
It looks so good. I can't stop looking at the camera. It looks so neat.
Dash, and then he'll be there.
Awesome.
Yeah, is chat scoring points now, Tel? Against me? All right, so he's running up?
Yep.
Okay. We are going to move from here. This is traversible, which means it's light cover, but it's also traversible, which means that I can go over it for the cost of one circle.
Gotcha.
So this is easily within 2 circles. We're going to come up here. Petra, going to move here.
Okay.
And the Petra is going to use a technique called Mark for the Hunt. And essentially, you cannot use light terrain. Hang on a second. I think I completely read this wrong. Oh no! It's just friendly. It's for friendly operatives. So no one can use this terrain as cover.
Okay. Oh wow! Okay.
That's bad.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds horrible.
This other people can use it. She can't use it.
Okay. So for the intents and purposes, it's still there. She just doesn't.
She doesn't benefit
It doesn't
from it.
convey cover, right?
Yeah, it's not cover for this purpose.
In that case,
Dude, that ability is even cooler than I thought. Because once the Petra identifies you, you running around, it doesn't matter.
No.
You can run to other cover and it doesn't matter.
No, it's like the Predator heat signal.
Yeah.
You just hear the boom.
It's very Predator. Like all Crew stuff is very Predator.
okay,
It's very
what are we
Predator.
thinking about our leader here, our sergeant at arms, charging here?
Oh, it's fun. He's going to get charged back by those hounds, which is devastating, but that's okay because he'll do damage the way melee works in this game. But also, can those hounds intercept? I don't think they can. They got to be within a circle or a square. Correct?
Yeah. So if he is charged, this hound is within 3 inches of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it isn't that he intercepts. He doesn't go around front, but he comes in to be part of this conflict, and he has to be the target of the attack.
Oh, okay. Both cool options. Getting rid of those hounds, really great.
Huge plus.
Yeah, huge plus. And is this the pistolier?
It is.
Does that that takes him out of pistoleering? Yeah.
Pistolero?
He can't shoot, right? Because he's in.
If he's engaged in melee, yeah.
So that just basically
I like the idea, but
drops him down into warrior status,
Yeah.
I guess, at that point, because his special stuff is no longer is deactivated.
Exactly. So I think it's a great idea. See what happens. Roll the dice of life.
Let's see, what can I do here? So Sergeant Arms has
What are you
an
going to
appeal
double
to-
conceal?
Yeah. Dude, this dog is
Super concealed?
It's
Super concealed.
It's completely invisible. It's cotton candy. It's just completely disappeared.
I'm gonna make him go.
Ooh.
Go.
So you're going to get that point?
Yep, get that
We'll
point.
take a victory point.
Take a
sir.
V. I've already done this one this turn.
I can't remember.
I mean, here's the ones you've done, right? This one,
This one and this one.
Yeah.
this one, and now that one.
That one. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the last one. Really? I thought we got that the first turn. Because didn't we?
I
we had
opened the
him-
door with
oh,
the gunner, and then he
moved
ran in and got it.
And did it?
Yeah, so this is this turn, VP, on that one.
Yeah. So we already got it.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, for the whole game, you only get them once?
You only get it once.
Okay, gotcha. Then no problem there.
So which ones do you have?
No.
This one,
we've got all of them.
this one, and this
That
one.
one, that
got
one,
three.
and that
Okay,
one. Three.
Okay, that's
Okay.
the amount I gave you.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. And in that case, I will
Yeah.
saunter in here.
Yeah. Just line them up for.
So, brah, brah. And then,
Oh, put him in guard. On guard.
sure, let's do that. That sounds great.
Yep.
So he is now in guard.
Yep. So basically, everybody has a different way of doing it, but just find some kind of a token.
Give me the
Exclamation point is nice.
sensor blip.
Yeah.
This reminds me of like
Reminds you of something?
Reminds me of something long
Reminds
ago.
me-
Reminds me of a video game long ago that made a funny bleep sound with an exclamation point where you snuck around. Huh? Yep, Metal Gear Solid. There we go. Finally got there.
Okay. So these deadly Croot Hounds, just for kicks.
Are going to run into the Laz Fusillade.
Well, he's going to charge, but he's going to end his charge here.
Okay.
But can he still shoot into that charge or no?
No, because once I'm engaged, then all the regular rules apply. So I should be able to do it because I have a total of 10 inches of movement.
Yeah, I think you're good. And I'm going out on a limb here, but
Right? I mean, that's 6 of it. We're good. he can go wherever he wants.
Okay.
He's a great dog. Now,
get
so
that
that is his
Armsmen
charge. So I was going to say, because I mean, we're going to eventually this learning game is going to be done,
Yes.
and I want you to be able to see what melee looks like in this game. Now, this is a terrible idea. Should not have charged.
Where's
You'll
the
know that
Axeman?
You'll know that I left him.
Charge the Axeman.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you'll know that I left him back here. His purpose is to keep him from being charged
Right.
by these people. Because if you can't benefit from cover,
Yeah.
she's really, really exposed. So my suspicion is that she's going to try to come
Oh,
over
yeah,
here
she's
and be
gonna
part of
try
this.
now. Yeah.
Exactly right. So just to prep you for that conflict later, take a look at your Axe Jack. How many attacks does he have with his
A delightful 4.
4? Perfect.
3 ups.
Okay. So
And
that's
a lethal 5.
That's very, very good. Now, the Croot Hound, very deadly, has 4 attacks at 3 up, 3 damage base, 4 for a crit, but it has the rending property. Rending is interesting because it means if I get any crits, I can convert a normal attack to a crit.
Okay. So start from like the basement.
Yeah.
Like how melee works in this game.
Oh, no, I'm going to show you the whole thing. The cool thing about this is that we actually roll at the same time.
Right.
So in shooting, it's like I'm rolling these shots. I'm determining my successes. I can, cash in my successes against that, or if you had a crit in shooting, I can cash in 2 successes to cancel the crit.
So one of the coolest thing about Kill Team is
it's biased toward damage.
but I'm not waiting for you to just
No.
damage me.
It's fully
It's
interactive.
active. It's
It's
fully
the only thing exactly
going at it.
The only thing that changes, right, is whoever the first person to attack is.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why the Axe Jack is such a brutal opponent, and that's why he's built to charge in all the time.
Yeah.
Because that first hit is most of somebody's HP.
Right.
Right? So you roll all of your dice, and I roll all of my dice. So you have 4 attacks, I have 4 attacks.
You're 3 ups.
lethal 5.
Christ.
Great.
I mean,
2
geez.
crits. 2 crits and a hit.
Okay. So these are all hits.
I'm going to spend a command point
Ooh.
to re-roll this one miss.
That's great.
Yeah,
I
why
love
don't you?
it.
Why don't you? Now,
You can take that command point away if you want. Just to, keep it real.
well,
I mean,
Yeah.
Listen, Mike worked really hard on this. We should use it.
It really did. I'm gonna push all the buttons now. So basically, what we have here is a failure to communicate. Yeah. So command reroll. That's pretty old school as well.
You get to roll.
You roll one. You reroll one dice.
One die.
Exactly. Now, the other thing about it is that there's no limitation. Is that's the very, very few
Yeah.
TAC op equivalent abilities where you can just you can Vegas. You can do it as much as you want, and you shouldn't. But here is how this part of the game works. We take turns resolving dice. Because I am the attacker, I go first. Right? I have two choices. I can resolve a dice as a hit.
Right.
Or I can resolve a dice as a parry. I can't parry crits with normal attacks, but I can parry normal attacks. So I could say, hey, I'm going to choose to use this to resolve this as a parry.
Okay, so
that would remove this.
Remove my regular hit.
Exactly, but I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Because that would be crazy. Because I'm going to be annihilated.
Yes.
Because the Axe Jack was already bad, and now you've rolled 3 crits.
Right.
So the only thing I can do is try to make you pay for them as much as possible.
Try and take me down with you.
Exactly. So I will resolve 1 hit for 3 damage.
How many hit points does...
We have 8 total right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll resolve 1 hit for 3 damage.
So
Okay.
we're down to 5.
Okay. So
Your crit is going to do 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right.
If you, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you do the math. Yeah.
So I'll just hit you back for 6.
Exactly right. Now, Croot Hounds have 7 HP. So I am down to 1 HP.
Okay.
I will resolve another hit for 3.
Okay. So that gets me down to what total?
2.
2?
Yep.
Yep.
Then I will...
And then you will chop the Croot Hound in half.
Now.
Now you can rob and ransack.
Yes. So since you have been separated from the group,
Indeed.
I can score rob and ransack this TAC op. I've killed you with a model that is within a triangle.
Exactly right. A melee attack,
melee
essentially,
attack.
right?
The Croot Hound is not within a square.
Well, the Croot Hound is literally not within anything now.
Right.
So we're good.
I score 1 VP immediately.
Yes. And I have recognized this on the ding dong.
Great.
Is it on the ding dong?
Oh yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Now,
I
so
will
he is
be
gone.
injured.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good move.
Now I have gone, and now it is your turn.
Let's go ahead and charge with the Sergeant at Arms to get that power.
Yes.
Okay.
Sword.
Now the Croot Hound
Yeah, this little.
has each time an enemy operative
Tell me about charge.
charge is very, very easy. Okay. Now remember, this is traversible.
Right. Okay.
So charge simply means you add 1 circle to your movement.
Okay. So, is the Croot Hound within sentry range of...
No, he's not. The question is, do you want to either go for him and get him, or cut him down, or try and cut him down? I understand the Croot Hound's going to come in, but that guy, you're then taking him out of firing capabilities. So choices.
This is very, very dangerous. That's cool, but this is really dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that.
Food for thought.
So, traverse.
Yep. So with these. Now, the bad-tempered is a very interesting rule, which I will reveal all for. Each time an enemy operative performs a fight action, if this operative is a valid target, you can select this operative as the target instead. Each time an enemy operative finishes a charge action within engagement range of another friendly Stalker Kin Band operative within square of this operative, if this operative is not within engagement range of any enemy operatives, this operative can perform a free charge action, but must move within engagement range of that enemy operative.
Okay.
Right? So we leap.
Hop over.
He comes over.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
I think I'm actually screwed here.
I agree. I'm always going to
No.
feel like that's okay.
Because I can't actually take a free charge action
Why not?
because you can't charge if you have a conceal order.
Oh, that's right. And he's concealed.
Yep.
Ooh.
So that
Messed up kind of mouthwash.
So that is an interaction I'm going to have to keep in mind.
Yeah, you're gonna have to remember that for the Croot
I'm going
Hounds.
to keep him behind some bigger cover.
Hey, you know what we forgot again?
Blitz.
Blitz.
It's right. It's in the middle of the turn. Trust me. Hitting on
happens all the time.
That was a great blitz over there. So
I tell you what, I'm not saying we're not doing
Yes.
it. But
right, now, what do you
every
got?
time, like we've got to remember blitz.
So power weapon. What do you got?
Power weapon. I have a power sword. It has 4 attacks on 3 up to hit.
We love it.
Lethal 5. It's on 5 up at the crits.
Yeah.
Not the greatest. Do I want to spend some command points? Nah.
What do we got left? Let's check our cool thing.
I've got
2 left.
I've got 2 left.
Oh, well,
Turns out I don't have to.
I would spend one. I would re-roll one because you have lethal 5, and you might be able to wipe them out.
Great news.
there we go.
That's 2 crits.
That's 2 crits.
Okay. Well, I got a 1, a 1, and a 2.
None of those are involved in what's happening here.
Just take those out here.
So
is that 12 points of
that's
damage?
12 points of damage.
These dice are laying dark eggs in my heart. Hey, so that is that part of Robin Ransack?
No, because you are technically within a square of that creature.
Oh, of the beast.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, I'd love to get more victory points out of you.
Yeah. Well, here, I'd love to charge. I like to charge right here. Four dice. What do you got?
4 dice.
Let's get it.
Delightful. Woo! There you go. What do you? Are you 4 ups or 3 ups?
3 ups.
3 up to the jaws.
Those hounds are horrible. They can also open doors, by the way.
Yeah, they're clever girls.
So I got 1 crit.
Okay, perfect. Are the rest hits?
Nope.
Okay.
No, they're 3 ups. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I mean,
got
she's a
2 hits.
badass,
Yeah.
as I recall.
Yeah, she's a sergeant at arms.
Hey, so 5. I'm going to resolve this as a hit. That's 3 points of damage.
I'm going to block.
Oh, you're
Really?
gonna parry.
Oh, I'm going to parry.
You parry the next die.
Oh, I parry that. You get the first one.
Yes,
regardless.
because I
Okay.
charged.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now let's do the math here.
Yeah.
This sergeant at arms has 9 wounds.
8 wounds.
Nope.
She's
we
stimmed.
stimmed.
Oh,
No,
gotcha.
we stimmed. So 9 wounds.
9 wounds.
So technically, if you hit it with a crit, that does 6 points of damage, and then you hit again,
Oh, it'll.
It's going to kill that thing.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I'm
3
just-
damage. Go ahead.
Okay.
I will crit
Okay.
for 6.
For 6. And that's it for me. So I resolve this for 3 damage. And those other 2 hits. Because you already resolved one, right? Or is this?
You can try. You can parry, right?
Hold on, is this the whole tray?
This is the whole. This is all I got.
Okay, here. I got confused. So I
Okay.
resolve this for 3 damage.
So
So
I
you
take
have
the
6
3
left.
damage.
Yep.
I do 6 damage.
You do 6 damage. I have 7 damage total, so I have one hit left. I resolve another one as a hit for another 3.
Okay.
So 6 damage total. Okay. So we have 3 points left.
Yes.
You just
And then you
attack.
chop me in half.
You chop him in half.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
Now that
at the end of the battle, if you achieve this condition, we score a
Square here. Still within the square.
Let's see. No, I pulled myself way over into the corner.
Can Robin
No.
Ransack only be
Okay.
used once?
Let's see.
How many can you can?
You can score a maximum of 2 points for each tack op.
okay, then it can
At the
only
end
be
of the
used
battle,
once.
if you achieve the first condition
If this is still alive.
and that friendly operative has not been incapacitated,
That's how you get the
you
two
score.
points.
how
So
you get
that
the
is a great that is a great tack op, right? So but again, that's like your other one. That's going to get scored at the end.
Yeah.
So that's here. That's here. That's here. It's your turn.
Oh, it is. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
I know it's hard to imagine.
That or the breacher.
So I got to get here to score. That's not a point to score, is it?
I got this.
No, that is not.
I got this one.
So these.
I ate these ones.
Oh,
This one's
you
free.
can't. Yeah, I can't get there yet though. And that's not one. Okay.
There are ones where it is, but not this one.
Did I get this one yet?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We got all 3
Yeah,
of
you
our
have all
size.
3 of your base ones.
Okay. And let's just move him. So. There. And then I will use my last APL to go on. He's already activated, right?
He has, but of course, he can do an Overwatch shot.
But that doesn't mean anything in regard to guard.
No.
Okay. Then he will dash.
Okay. Mrs. Dash.
Mrs. Dasherworth.
Mrs. Dash. All right. It comes back to me. I have a unit with an engaged token with a valid target for a shot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll this. But remember,
Was he shooting the wall?
I'm shooting this guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in cover.
Oh, he's in cover.
Yeah, nothing's going to happen. Let's be clear.
Line of sight?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, why wouldn't I?
I'm
Yeah.
sure. I believe
The
it.
front of the edges of
I
it.
believe you.
Well, no. So remember, this is how line of sight works in
You
this
gotta
game,
go two. This is the only reason I bring it up.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
So essentially, you can draw this little triangle.
Triangle,
In
right
this
from
game, these are called cover lines, but they can be drawn from any point on the base.
Exactly.
Right. And so, because I have this part of the base sticking out,
And Jerry cheats.
I can reach out there. But not in this
I'm
case. This is a
joking.
bad example.
Just messing with you.
I do cheat, but look where it got me. Look where it got me. So I will do this shot, but of course, the Croot warrior has a ballistic skill of 4, but because they only have 1 hit point, it's 5 plus.
Yep.
So here we go.
So I got my auto because of cover.
You do.
Look at that. Very nice.
All right.
Do you want to come and reroll?
Yeah.
Why not?
You got 3 of them
You got
left.
3 of them. Spend 2 of them.
Bullets of gumbo.
Yes.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let's just keep going.
Woohoo! No.
Okay.
Kiko! Come on! All right. So he's good. Now you go again. Now, you can only do that Overwatch action once.
Oh, okay. By the way, the entire turn.
Yep.
Yeah. He can't just keep going and reloading or whatever.
He'll just pop over here. You might as well stay stealth for now.
Yeah. Now, EMW3, that is entirely possible, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that 1 hit point dog would have been able to offer in the future.
All right. I think that is the end of the turning point.
I think so too.
Okay.
All right. Now, let's take a look. Go ahead and put up the big board, if you would. Woo. So Robin Ransac's already doing some work. I have TAC Ops. I mean, they're great.
Our execution is viable now.
They're great.
We won't count it till the end, but we've bet the first.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll do that there at the end.
Because you got to count it over multiple rounds. It's a little wonky.
Oh boy. Well, here. So now we flip over.
So is this 2 then? Because I did it previously, and then this one as well.
So we've done it for 2 or more turns. If we can do it this turn, 3 or
gotcha.
more turns, we get the second point.
Okay. Yeah, they're little mini games, right?
Okay.
It's really,
Here.
really fun.
So we are back in the initiative phase. I will help you. It's against my better judgment, but I will help you flip these tokens. Sure. Why not? Wicked Kiko. So I have 2 models. All right.
Yeah, you got it. It's going great.
This is happening.
I'm going to use the sergeant. Is this bird still here?
Oh yeah, because the bird is
The dumb bird. You got to take up. You got.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
your orders are different. Anyway, so the main thing is let's do everything in order, right?
Okay.
Initiative phase.
Initiative phase.
Let's roll it.
I like these dice, Kiko. I really, really like them.
Chessex.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nightmare. So that being said, everybody gets another command point as we enter the strategy phase. Now, are you going to play any strategic ploys, Kiko?
First, we have our attack order.
Sergeant at Arms just going to put the attack order down here.
All right. I am going to play the Cutthroats strategic ploy that adds 1 to the attacks of any friendly Stalker Kin Band operatives up to 4.
Attacks both fighting and shooting?
No. It's just melee attacks.
Okay.
Just melee weapons. Oh boy. All right, Kiko. Let me have it.
I mean,
Can the Axe Jack get to the, what's the name of the?
With a charge, for sure.
Oh, the name of the model.
That is the tracker.
So 3 circles with the tracker.
But remember, 4 circles.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Charge is extra, is
makes
bonus
it,
movement. I think it's quite easy. And remember, so I say remember as though I told you. Keep this in mind. So you know how like we play a lot of war games where you have like the flexible ruler, and you're like,
No, we don't
game,
play those war games.
This game is not like that.
Okay.
Now, all movements in this game are straight line movements.
Right.
Right. Now that being said, you can break a circle into 2 triangles. So you can use that first triangle to get out here,
Okay.
and then you can spend that triangle later.
you're up there.
But all I'm saying is that you can definitely do it. But the main thing I wanted to communicate
Is that you can break them into the
you
smaller
can snap
increments.
it, but this
I
is
got it.
not a wow
Right.
timey-wimey
Exactly.
game.
Okay, so I'm gonna blitz.
Oh! It happened! You know what I say? We have been trying to set this thing up anyway. So Blitz, that costs 1 CP.
The special thing about blitz is it has to be the first friendly operative to be activated this turning point.
know.
So that's
I
why we
know.
always
That's
get
the
it.
thing to remember. So what that means is
that gives us a free crit.
it's a free crit off of the Axe
Also,
Jack.
Look at what your Axe Jack has on his charges.
Yeah.
We needed. Sorry. Look at your Axe Jack's abilities.
Because I keep mentioning charges for a very specific reason. Go ahead and read it out.
Emboldened. If this
Yes.
operative performs a charge action until the end of the turning, it is emboldened until the end of the turning point while this operative is emboldened. Each time it will lose a wound, roll on a d6 on a 5 up. That wound's not lost.
Now look at your weight in. This is what you're going to be doing.
Okay, so
do a free charge.
2 AP.
Yes. So it's your whole turn.
My whole turn, wait in, perform a free charge action with this operative, then perform a free fight action with this operative. If this operative performs both actions, its power weapon gains a Reap 2 critical hit roll for that combat. What does that mean?
Yeah, no, Reap is actually very, very cool. But Reap basically means that on crits, you do whatever the value of the Reap is. So in this case, 2.
Yeah.
You deal mortal wounds to every enemy within triangle.
We don't have any.
So he's just,
A chipper shredder.
yeah.
Right?
But also,
but I'm saying that,
Tasmanian devil.
yes, exactly, but with the axe. But
Yeah.
imagine it's Garen maybe.
Right.
So it's spin to win.
Right.
But so imagine a situation where you get down here and then you just start dropping mortals on people who aren't even part of the fight.
Yeah.
But
All
also
right.
this D6 thing, the emboldened is going to be great, and we have rerolls because of the attack.
And the blitz.
This is the turn. You're seeing the whole turn come together. This is why I say they're like SWAT teams, right? It's all tactics.
All right. We charged.
Perfect. Now, of course, my cutthroats does give me 1 extra dice.
First blitz,
So blitz gives me
an immediate crit.
immediate crit.
Yeah, free
And
crit.
That's not extra. It just is.
No, free
one
crit.
Of, one of my
One
attacks
dice.
is.
It's the attack version of cover, right?
Okay.
Now toss the rest.
That's another crit. You hit 3s, I believe.
Yes.
Reroll those other ones because you're.
I'm going to spend a command point to
No, you're not. No, you
Oh,
are. Absolutely
Attack,
not.
attack order.
Attack order, my friend.
I'm so smart, Jerry.
Right? Wow. You've been playing this since the beginning. Okay, great. Here, so, let me get these in here.
Ooh, nice rolling.
Hey, that's not bad. Now, but they hit on, for melee, they are 3-up hitters, as I recall.
Wow, really? The
Yeah.
freaking hawk guy?
Yeah.
Oh, they've got a huge,
just
like,
pecking at you?
no, the bayonet just has a huge axe on it.
It do. Anyway,
any
so
other-
that's 3-up.
Is there any other thing we can do to really negate him?
Probably.
I think I'm doing okay. Let's start with the crit.
6 points should be.
Okay, so it's 6 straight up?
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
like most of the Croot,
Yep.
it's an 8.
Okay.
8 HP.
So that's a 6.
This has a 6. So, I mean, I could parry a crit, but I only have 2 hit points.
Right.
And what's your base damage on the axe?
My base damage is 4.
Yeah, then there's no reason to do anything but resolve a crit for 4 points.
Now you get
Every time, so I'm going to be emboldened.
Exactly right.
Every time I would lose a wound
So grab 4 dice.
on a 5-up, that wound is not lost.
Grab 4 dice.
Oh, okay.
Each wound, right?
Well, no, I can parry 2 of them.
No. Okay, remember.
Gotcha.
It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
Each of these is an individual attack, and they each get resolved separately.
Okay.
So what's happened is I have hit you for 4 damage, but because you are emboldened,
The 4
you
wounds,
now
got it.
basically get a disgustingly resilient
I
type
see.
check,
I thought
right?
you were saying 4 as in the rest of your attacks.
No,
I forgot that this is wound.
Unfortunately, no one's ever going to see any of these dice.
So 5-ups here. I'll take.
good.
So you only take 3 damage.
Okay.
So he's dead.
Yeah, well, he's dead after the next crit.
No, the Axe Jack only had 2 points left.
The Axe Jack is?
Yeah, remember, you had
Yeah.
a guy come in and kill him.
Oh, that's right. Oh, the dog.
The dog
I'm
got him.
sorry. Something good happened for me, and I'm incredibly surprised.
But your boy takes 6 points. So what is he down to? 2 points?
2 points.
2 points.
2 on him.
Oh no! Here, listen. We don't use those colored dice. We use this color.
Get another injured token.
So I did kill somebody, and it feels so free. All right. Now, I think that I should probably just try to shoot your boss.
Oh, he hasn't gone yet? Great.
Nope. A new turn. It's my only
Blitz?
unit.
Yep.
It's my only unit. Just let me have it. Anyway, 4 dice. I guess that's true. 4 dice.
Yeah.
4 ups,
5-up.
as I recall. Yeah,
Injured?
5 ups because of the gruesome wounds. Well, hang on a second. Is this how much damage she has left?
Yep.
We're not doing any shots.
Discharging.
We're just charging.
Yep.
And we can get there with ease. In fact, we're just going to go all the way around here. I'm going to bring my damage over here, and we're just going to talk about our different prescriptions and the things that happened at home. All right? So, but the reason I do this is because 4 up to 5 up, I don't like that.
Okay.
But if my base is 3 for melee attacks, I'd much rather see that happen. I'd much rather see that happen for 4 ups.
Got it.
Right?
Look at those.
Wow, now you're critting.
I'm playing with power.
So essentially, I'm dead.
You're dead. You don't have to roll.
Yeah.
Your crit does.
Yes.
Wait, you're injured.
I'm quite injured.
So does that do anything for melee?
No. It doesn't change your damage.
Okay. So it doesn't matter what I roll here because you will get the first hit.
That
in.
first crit
Yeah. Okay.
is probably going to cut her down, yeah.
Well, no, it's going to because I can't do anything about
yeah,
it unless there's some sort of strategic ploy, which I don't believe exists.
No, so, wow. So I got a couple guys, and that's got to feel great.
I don't know, you tell us.
Here, now.
Does it feel right?
Yeah, no. It feels wrong somehow. All right, now, what's next?
Anything happening with your attack ops?
No, because if I had, there's something I could have done. I was hoping to do it with guns before.
Gotcha.
It's like a marking, like a target marking type thing on leaders, but that leader's too dangerous. I have to get rid of it.
Do you think we have a charge here with the Void Jammer?
Oh, with these. Now remember, this is traversible.
Right.
So if you can do this,
And then
this,
3.
and that,
Yeah.
all you do is subtract 1 circle.
Or
like
are
that.
you better off with the shotgun just shooting it?
Well, he only has 1 HP.
He's got 1 HP, so
I know. Oh, I see.
I see you get the first
I see what
hit.
you're saying.
Yeah.
You just gotta get the first hit.
yeah.
Yeah. With ease.
And I also have my
Yeah, because
breachers
Yep, because he has the
movement
hatchet.
thing.
Yep.
The breachers movement thing also.
Yeah.
Is that to score an extra thing?
Oh yeah.
So moving him.
I agree.
Okay, so he's there.
All right. Let's see it.
This is just a void
It's right here.
void jammer, and
You
he's
guys
got
gonna have
his hatchet, just like every good breacher has. He's
Hatchets
got
look good.
a 3 attacks and a 4 up to hit. Ooh, that's a good roll.
Only gotta get 1 hit.
Yeah, it's a
all
good
that
roll,
matters.
but
Okay, there we
How
go.
about a crit?
yeah, exactly. But these things can go south.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
You can roll a bad tray, and then get cleaned up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right? Anyway, so that's it for there. Now, am I hearing something about a
Not yet.
attack that you could opt?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, that's it for that. That's
We have this guy that can still go.
yep. And I don't have any shots.
There's a lot of things we can do here. No, Kiko, get on the other side.
Okay.
So what we want to do, I guess we can reveal the tac op. We can talk about the tac op. What our tac op, our special
Imperial Navy
Breacher tac op, if one guy ends within a pentagram
of the end
of your
Deployment.
deployment zone.
you get a VP. If two guys,
It's called Storm the Target.
Dude, that's so fun.
So, but also, you move here, we're going to activate that
Yep.
and get a VP.
Exactly. So you're going to get one VP off of the primary objective. Then you are.
Storm the target happens at the end of the game.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, it's at the end of the turning point.
Oh, and then the turning point.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can, feel free to move the rest of your cats. Oh. Feel free to. Yeah.
I think that's correct.
Yeah. I'm learning to use my tool.
End of the fourth turning point.
Ah, interesting.
end of the game.
End of the game.
All right, let's see if we can shoot a bit.
Oh yeah. Well, he won't be able to do much because his weapon's heavy.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, so he's there then,
We can put him on guard.
and then guard.
Okay.
Now that guy can shoot.
That guy can get right in.
That guy can get right up in and shoot.
Yeah. So basically, he has 3 circles of movement. He traverses this. It's just a movement tax, essentially. Move yourself 2 circles and get what you're looking for. Real bad.
And I still have my
You do indeed.
attack order.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, it's still
and
there.
It's a
And-
cool faction.
and he's got slug.
Oh, he's got a slug too. Come
Now,
on.
slug is a piece of equipment that you took along with the stims. What does it do?
Operative equipped with the Navis shotgun only, which he has.
Yep. Thoth, there is no question. There is no question that this is the best KT box.
It can only use the long range profile of the shotgun, but add 1 to both the damage characteristic of the profile and
Hey.
improve its ballistic characteristic skill by 1 for that
Jeez.
operative. So I still use close range though,
Yeah,
right?
you still use close range.
I'll still use close range, but
'Cause of
that's
where
good
you're
to
at.
know because for long range I can use those slugs.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a solid slug, I guess.
Solid slug.
All right. So you're tossing 4 on that?
It's just my regular Armsman. His Navis shotgun at close range does 4 attacks.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
3 ups.
Yeah, 4 attacks, 3 ups.
Yep. Let's see it.
Are you in cover?
Well, here. I mean, it's easy for us to determine.
We could technically move up so he's not in cover.
Yeah, it's easy for us to determine.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my laser.
Oh,
Here. We need 8. Here. So this is how you would determine it, right? From this side, can I draw a triangle from here to the other side without crossing the cover? And I can.
Okay.
not in cover.
That's it. So I mean, that's the tricky bit.
Yeah, but once you figure that out, it's very easy to learn.
Well, and I'm telling you, you can solve this problem really easy with a laser
100%.
pointer.
Love that. Love to see every part of that. Do we have any? I mean, do you want to command reroll that last?
I mean, it's last
Why not?
model. Let's go ahead and spend that command reroll. I mean, yeah, let's do that command reroll and get
Love
another
it.
hit.
4 hits. Now, don't worry. I got big saves on this one. This is gonna be great. I can't reserve any, of course, because I'm completely in the open.
Right.
Well, hey now.
Hey,
You're a rock star.
2 saves.
Okay,
saves.
so you got 1 crit.
What?
Or is there? I got
You're using the wrong.
I'm using the wrong one.
3-3.
Oh, it's 3/3. You're right.
So every
so,
crits do 3.
You block 2, so that's 6 damage.
Okay. So he's down to.
You're dead.
Oh, he's annihilated. All right. Well, that's it. So essentially, what this means is that you score the rest of these VPs, right?
So 2 more VPs for our tac op, our faction tac op.
Which is called.
Into the breach or something?
Okay, I already had that in there.
Yeah,
Perfect.
into the breach. Yeah. So score that.
Into the breach. Storm target's something different.
Yeah. But
And seek and destroy. We get 1 point.
And at the end of the battle, if more enemy operatives are incapacitated during 3 or more rounds. Technically, actually, he beat us this round, I think. Or how many guys did you lose? We lost 2 this round.
2.
You lost how many this round?
2.
2. So we didn't get the second one.
Oh, we didn't? Okay.
No, so we get 1 point there for that.
Okay. So 1 point total on execution?
Yep.
Yep.
And we don't get an extra point on the Rob and Ransack because my Sergeant at Arms is incapacitated.
Yeah. Now, and then here's the crazy part. So whoever has the most APL in each sector gains 2 points.
Right. So 6 points, another 6 points.
Right? So, Josh, if you'd be so kind as to put us into the last zone. Okay. Well, I didn't do so good.
You got a command point left. So.
It's not going to help. But, okay, now you sort of see what the situation is.
Yes.
Right? This is really, really neat. Now, I'm going to need some help, I think, running this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, running this while doing this, it's no so good, at least not for me. But this is, I think, a really nice...
He just wants to eliminate me from giving any loads except
No.
I
I need this. I mean, this set, these conditions in the middle were very ripe for danger.
Yeah.
But that's the main. I mean, that's the type of game we're talking about, right? So the next scenario we're going to play is that escape scenario. Obviously, completely different build
layout.
Everything gets laid out, but it always looks like it's a piece of designed terrain, and basically you're going to set up your guys. You're going to try to get out. I'm going to try to do everything I can to keep you from getting out. And the VPs in that one for attackers and defender, it's much more asymmetrical.
Yeah.
It's how many people do I kill and how many people do you get off, plus our existing TAC ops.
Yeah.
Man, how cinematic was everything that happened?
Yeah.
The breach cutting, the Void Skull coming in,
Dude, that
for 4.
What's
going on?
This
Like
it's
that,
a very
like
dangerous.
that.
It's a very dangerous skull.
Or Geist Skull. Excuse me, Geist Skull.
Long story. Yeah, Void Jammer.
Void Jammer,
Geist
Skull.
Geist Skull. But so
I've been married for 20 years this year.
yeah.
I mean, I got to talk to my wife about these dice, though.
Dude, I was just gonna say you need it. And listen, I mean, I got them for you. I wanted you to have the blue thing, but I also wanted it to be like mega legible in here. No, I messed up bad, but
I've never seen Kiko roll.
They were gruesome.
So good.
They were gruesome. Now, okay. So long story short, that was super good time. Thanks so much for rolling through. I think it was supposed to be 2 hours, but I can't shut up about it.
Yeah.
And so it's been an issue in the past, and it'll continue to be.
Something we should do at the beginning of the next stream on Thursday, if anybody in chat has questions about the rules,
Absolutely.
to have them ready for us, and we'll just start there.
We'll just start there, and the best part is that we can just use this area up here.
As like the...
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it can be like...
What's line of sight?
Right.
Oh my God.
Or something like this. Or they can kiss. Right?
Listen.
We can have a very different kind of stream. You know what I'm talking about? We can do something great. But
a lot of things happen in the grim dark future.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there's only kissing cannibal birds. On rusted walkways.
It's just helmets to beaks.
No, exactly. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Thursday. I think that's going to be an even more cinematic offering, for sure.
Tell you what happened today.
Oh, I'm tingling.
Yeah.
But not as a joke.
He goes like, roll my dice. I'm like, no, you've got it. Like this. When this thing detonates, you need to roll it.
Between
so
that
exciting.
shooting stuff,
So this is all thanks to you denying yourself the ability to roll these dice. Is what happened.
I'm helping you. I'm here to help you.
I can't wait. I can't wait for Thursday. Anyway, it's the same times. It's still 3 to 5 or 3 to whenever. But now that everybody sort of knows a lot of the basics, you will be startled at how You'll be startled at how much faster that second game is, and the third game is exactly the same.
Exactly.
And the main book is 18 of these scenarios. 9 of which are designed around spec ops, like narrative campaigns that you build with your friends. You upgrade your base. So we have equipment, but this is the normal equipment. There's special equipment you buy with special points.
Dozens and dozens of multiple faction kill teams.
Yes.
You don't have to play with just these.
No. In fact, and I brought my White Dwarf for you, so you can have the Warp Coven.
Let me tell you, when I get my 1,000 Suns into the grim dark,
Astartes in here, we don't like it, right?
No, I want to see how Warp Flamers really.
I know what they'll do because flamers are torrent weapons, which means that they inherit lethal 5.
Yes, it's a light.
And they hit everything from a central. Anyway, it's going to be bad. I shouldn't have brought it. But long story short, we're going to get plenty more of this come Thursday. I wish Mike could have had a chance to learn it with us. It's a super bummer, but
we'll get him at the table.
We'll get him back in. He can use the intercession squad.
Listen, look at this terrain. Models. This isn't going to be the last week.
It's not
that
going
we do
anywhere.
This.
No one can touch it. Everybody leave it alone. But no, it's been an absolute blast. Thanks so much for coming through. I really appreciate it. Had a chance to see you at PAX. Obviously, hello again. But yeah, set your calendar. 3 to 5 Thursday. PST. Come see us. Until next time.